All right, Bob, and we are live.
We are indeed. You can hear me. That's good to know. All right, guys. This is Top Dogs, brought to you by O Gaming and Gauntlet SC2. I'm Bobby Awesome. With me is Element, and we have a pretty sick lineup for you guys today as we are heading into the next round. In fact, we're doing the rest of this event today. Is that right, Element?
Or the whole
shebang.
Whole thing should be happening today.
All right, cool. We did the quarterfinals last week, Monday, I think it was. And now we're on to the semifinals and finals. Best of fives for the semis, best of sevens for the finals. We have Marine Lord versus DNS, which will be, I don't know if it's the first series of the day or not, but that's...
yes it is.
It could very well be.
No, I think it's Daishi versus Petit Drogo, actually.
Yeah, then we have Petit Drogo versus Daishi, both TVP
That's the first one we're
matches.
doing.
That is the first. Sweet. All right, then. Well, it is, and we're actually loading up into it, guys. So we're getting right started here. Thanks for joining us, guys. We have a bunch of StarCraft ahead today. A lot of money on the line, too, for this event, as first place gets $678, second gets $339, and third, fourth gets $170. That's all converted from some miscellaneous euro dollars. What in the world's going on here, Element? As
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. Just you'll see when you're in the game, I guess. And okay.
Oh, yeah, that's what you're saying. Okay, just switching these up because I thought we were doing the other one. And that should be ready.
All right, cool. Anyway, guys, as I did say, a lot of StarCraft, so it's all TVPs. Could be some mirror matchups coming up too, but no Zergs left in this event. As yeah, we have. This is pretty fun doing this event. We're doing the English cast, of course, and O Gaming's doing their thing, and good times here. This is our first cast of the week. We're going to be online every single day. I'll talk more about our schedule a little bit later on in this event.
Bob in the top... Oh, gotta remember to get rid of that part. Top left corner. Oh my god, he gets the scout out too. We should probably look at this really quick. Important. Anyways, in the top left corner, we have the Protoss player. It is... Get enough cheeky scout off. Petit Drogo. And it looks like he's going to get that probe too, or worker too. In the bottom right corner, playing Terran, in green, it is Daishi. Surprisingly, of France.
Surprisingly. Yeah, as Semper was eliminated last week by Petit Drogo, so all French players left, as Semper is Canadian, French-Canadian, of course, but we do have sound in stream, apparently, Element. That's great.
Yeah. I mean, does someone say that in chat? Is that what happened?
Fortress, of course.
Yeah. I have a little list now. Little checklist.
Production checklist. What have I been saying, guys, this whole time? That's what
You've never asked for a production checklist, don't you, Dave?
Almost every single cast I tell it to you, but you always ignore me. So...
No.
Can I say it's what people do, and then it's like you block out your brain because you're busy.
Well, you're not people. You're bobbing.
All right, so this little proxy plan that Daishi had underway did fail. Immediately got scouted out by Petit Drogo. But all that being said, it wasn't like a massive commitment. He wasn't sending out. At least I didn't notice sending out multiple SCVs. Too busy talking it up and such. But he, I think he was just building the one racks, likely to go with one proxy reaper. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, not all the craziness.
No.
Sending the adept out here, probably just gonna scout, shade it in, and pull it back. Think he'll get too cheeky with it.
Perhaps not. Either way, this adept will get a scout off here, as we have seen Petit Drogo before. He's not too, at least initially, he's not too aggressive. He'll become aggressive towards the mid game while he's trying to secure a third base, but that's about it. Don't see too many, two base all ins off this guy. At least not from the games we've casted from him, that is. He could be changing up his style recently, as you never know. All right, so we have a couple Marines here for Daishi, going to chase away that Adept for a bit. We have an Oracle on the way, just about halfway done for Petit Drogo to rally its way across the map as soon as it pops. And a second Adept will join the fray here at the front door of Daishi. But Daishi does have four Marines, no bunker yet.
Oh, about to take the gold is Petit Drogo, has the money saved up.
There we go. That's
nice
what I'm talking about.
It's a smart play too, because you get the Oracle out, keep the Terran on the back foot for a while, get that gold, start saturating it, make the money, the income off it, then start, throw up like 6-7 gates at once or something. get the production flowing afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely. And now there's quite a healthy amount of Marines here at the natural base. But
oh no!
Oh, he shaded right in.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Did not cancel
That's
it.
one way of calling it. You need to keep these Marines at the front door. Now they have no reason.
Well, you want to shade all 3 on top as you go in with the Oracle.
Yeah, or send the Oracle in the back line, keep the Marines at the front. But now the Marines are free to move back to the main base here, as he didn't have any Marines. It's also a weird position too. You notice the direction he took that Oracle? He didn't go around. He went straight in, and he spotted fairly early on. A little bit interesting play from Petit Drogo. I'm not entirely sure what he was hoping to get from that. I mean, obviously a little bit sloppy, letting his Adept Shade finish, which was definitely not something he wanted. And sending the Oracle straight in the long way. Could have went from north in this base, and it would have took that much longer for the Marines to get there. Even though they had dealt with the Adepts, they were still out of position, or just sitting around the ramp area. It would take them a while, obviously, to defend.
Yeah, we've got a Cyclone on the way right now, and Medevac going across the map. 2 Oracles, so perhaps they can get some more done with that. Cyclone already out, actually, so this is the second one. And this one should be able to ward off this, oh, actually getting some damage is the Oracle.
Oh, forced retreat there. I mean, there's two...
Almost kills it.
We have 2 Cyclones on the field here. There's no chance they're going to do any more damage. They could just park in the mineral line should he choose to do so. But it looks like
Medevac boosting like it can.
Is he pushing out? No, he's just going to try to chase away that Oracle. So is this Medevac going to get anything done?
Should be able to. There's nothing actually in the mineral line here.
Yeah, and he hasn't spotted it yet either. I mean, we could have said that for on Daishi's side, on Daishi's side of the map too. I mean, the Oracle decided to try to get some damage delaying this command center, but could have went into the mineral line in the main and did terrible damage. Either way, this drop is actually getting some worker kills here. Not a whole lot going on though. Otherwise, the mine has got 1 kill and will eventually get cleaned up very fast by Petit Drogo. So both sides of harass, not doing anything critical at this stage of the game. Both players playing it fairly safe.
Didn't get this Medevac boosts away. There's the gate explosion we were talking about, by the way. 6 gates on the way to up that production and actually get some units out. Robo as well. I think we saw in the last time we saw this map, he went with last week. That was a huge Adept push into. I think he was faced Semper, right? Semper had all those mines and almost held, but perhaps pulled the mines a little bit too early. See what Daishi can do against what I expect to be the same type of play with the Adept upgrade on the way.
All right, I like that, throwing down a little bit of revelation on these Medevacs, and that's going to be the anchor force of this bio. So if you know where the Medevacs are, you know where the bio is at this point. So it's really just Daishi securing his own gold base. 3rd base has been up and running here for Petit Drogo, that being a gold. There's a robotics facility here, going to pump out a warp prism. Is this going to do some harass, or is he going to push with this? That's the question. I think with the gate explosion, it's going to be a push element.
That's what we're talking about.
Happening. Yep.
It's coming.
It is indeed.
Things are happening.
What does Daishi have to deal with this? Mines? We got to have 1 mine somewhere here? Maybe. Not even that. Like, there's no splash damage here available for Daishi. He has some bio, but not even that much. No tanks either. We got a nice
bunker at the front. Warp Prism's lagging a little bit behind, so that's, I guess, a little bit in his favor. 2 mines on the way now.
Spotted now. Daishi does know what's up, and the attack will try to commence here. But again, this bio is starting to rise in number. We got a couple Cyclones for support. We'll poke at these Stalkers should he choose to push in and then fall back again. Exactly what he's doing. He's not committing to the pushing is Petit Drogo, while these Cyclones can pick apart the units in the meantime. Now we got a massive warp in here for Drogo with the Warp Prism. A lot of Adepts and Stalkers. A nice even amount. Blink is only about halfway done, Element, and we got these.
Yeah. She's gonna shade right in here.
Yeah, we have Resonating Glaze available, so we will. Feels confident enough to do that, but still, man, bio's so good. Forced to pull some of these workers is Daishi, and he will.
Armor supply taking a huge lead for Daishi right now.
Just crushing through that.
I mean, although if that warp in, it evens back up. Thing is, the Medevacs are staying alive here.
But either way, actually, the mineral line of the 3rd base. It looks like that 3rd base, all the workers died. A lot of these Mules did as well, and still a lot of forces available here for Drogo as Daishi.
These mines finishing up, though, could be huge.
Oh, will be huge, Element, if he doesn't. Oh, he won't even be able to blink away. It's going to hit big time. And wow, all these shields go down. Half the army evaporates with the 2nd mine hit. 2nd and 3rd, rather. And there's still another Warpin, though, available for Petit Drogo as he's still continuing to warp in. You gotta lift this base.
That prism. Mine's going down. Couple of Adepts shading in. Gonna get right in that mineral line. Do the damage there.
Yeah, do some further economic damage in the natural base as he's forced to give
down
up
to
his
43 workers is the Terran. Huge army supply lead, though. I guess most of it's in production.
Yeah, he has a lot in plus a couple liberators. Spread some freedom over this third base that he didn't even bother lifting up. Why not? Let it take some hull damage.
Yeah.
You know, while you're moving your way in, that's actually pretty good way to do it. And
so one thing I noticed here is that there is no armory done, so the lead and upgrades is going to stop here, and Protoss might even take, if he starts up another upgrade cycle, take the lead himself.
Yeah, and Daishi did lose a lot of workers there. He had to. He was forced to pull some to fight just to survive against those initial adepts and such. But that being said, he's still at what 48 SCVs to the 55 probes, because I mean PT Drogo did not probe up behind this, so that's it was a lot committed to it, and he's only just recently took his 4th base. It's just about halfway done here for our Protoss
Drogo
player.
dropping to 4th, like you said, getting pylons all over the map to keep the vision up. We see though committal to Starport and likely Liberators here for the Terran, with the second one coming out in what I believe to be Liberator range, about to start up with that fusion core.
I'd expect
Warp Prism in the back, probably going to drop into the main, though we have a turret blocking that as well. Perhaps they'll wait for the move out.
Yeah, overall, I gotta say, I like Daishi's position right now. I mean, supply lead is definitely reflecting that. Still on 3 bases, though, is our Terran player. Does he have a 4th CC? No, just the 3.
I probably float it over when necessary. We do have that Liberator range on the way, so it is what you thought. Marine checking for the other 4th, but oh, and now he scans the right one, so he knows what's up on the Protoss side.
Yeah, this is a pretty good economic position for PT
Oh
Drogo.
no,
he needs to take
that observer saw everything. Move out for the Terran here.
Yeah, that'll allow PT Drogo to, I guess, build up his army a little bit more here. Stop building probes. He doesn't need to build any probes actually at this case. Not too many, that is. But splash damage element, that's the name of the game here. There is none. There is no splash damage.
Look at the armor supply though. It is 115 to. Oh, he's warping. Damn it.
Yeah.
Always evens down.
Oh, but there's a lot of freedom zones here. Oh, nice blink under to focus down some of these liberators. Actually, some of these stalkers weren't even focused down these liberators properly, and they will eventually clear up the libs, but this bio is doing terrible damage. These immortals, though, still putting in a lot of work, and picks up and leaves. Good call here from Daishi. Maybe gonna drop. Nope, decides to go straight home, right over the stalkers, dude.
This is weird.
Well, I was calling it a good call, but then it turned into a real bad one for Fast Element.
I think he didn't want to do that.
Well, I can imagine that wasn't something he wanted to do.
No, you could imagine, dude, but I think maybe like F2'd and pulled back or something, because that was really weird.
That was indeed. All right.
Oh, these mines. They're not. No. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Didn't even know what to say about it.
Oh, I almost had an aneurysm. Oh.
You did?
Honestly, I went dizzy for a second there. I was like,
yeah.
What was going on?
So, what I talked about earlier is actually happening here. The upgrade's taking a whole cycle lead for Protoss here. Going to be up 2-2 versus 1-1, and +3 on the way also for the Protoss. Looks like our follower little tab there is a bit broken. I'll have to fix that.
I want to mention something real quick. That while that attack was
incoming,
happening,
Bob.
Yeah,
incoming.
Yes, Element. While that attack was happening at the 4th base, actually it looked like that warp-in with that warpism did a lot of economic damage on Daishi's side of things too. He was only at 35 workers.
It did. You are correct. Good call, Bob.
Yeah, so he needed to get those mine hits, and he did, and it's still with a significant worker lead for Petit Drogo. So he's kind of pushing this little advantage he has, especially with this amount of mortals in tow here. No splash damage, but immortals left unchecked.
Well, that upgrade
definitely equalizes.
Lead too for these adepts.
Oh wow, yeah.
Oh wow, jumps right onto the mines.
Oh no!
Oh my god, that might have been his undoing.
Absolutely, all the stalkers almost die immediately. Nothing left to support these immortals, and they will go down.
Oh my god, absolutely shredded, Bob. 80 versus 9 army supply.
I haven't seen a terrible engagement like that in a long time.
No.
Well, he didn't know. I mean, he had his detection was there. He just didn't see them when he blinked, I guess. You know?
Well, yeah, I think he thought they already went off. But it was just shades there. It wasn't actually units yet.
And he blinked onto them.
And then he blinked right onto them, trying to get the libs there, and just got blown to pieces.
Oh my god! I mean,
this is the move out here.
We're talking about Petit Drogo was in a pretty good position overall. I mean, his army composition was good as long as he took the engagement smartly. That was not how it ended up turning out, Element. As Daishi now has this massive advantage. You're going to push it
Daishi
over.
Leaving a lot of liberators at home. That could be a huge mistake, actually. 3 of them just sitting there back at home.
I don't know. This bio alone element is actually pretty scary. There's all these Marauders going to be left unchecked.
It can do it.
I mean, these adepts aren't going to kill these Marauders nearly fast enough, but those 4th base will fall.
Well, you have to remember, he's got +3, Bob, versus only 1 armor here. He's doing the work.
That's true. I mean, that will definitely add up. These medevacs are actually getting pretty low in health, and there's only a few of them at best. Now we have these Liberators starting to siege up. Again, they need to fight underneath these siege zones, and eventually, yeah.
Can you imagine if they had 3 more libs here, Bob?
Oh yeah, he would have this whole place locked down. You wouldn't be able to dance around between 3rd and 4th. But nonetheless, the 4th base
as it stands, though, he does take out the Nexus.
Yeah.
He gets his own 2 bases up and running. And if you check the income tab right now, hugely in favor for Terran. Almost double the income mineral-wise. So that's nice.
I like that he flew over his natural and main base to the 4th and 5th position. Not bad decision there from Daishi.
Yep. Yepers. Indeed.
Well, this game has been pretty back and forth, but it looks like it's still within Daishi's grasp.
It is, but look at the upgrade lead. +3 armor is now finishing up. It's going to be 3-3 versus 1-1, Bob.
Miracles can perform miracles. I mean, sorry, upgrades can perform miracles.
Liberators can perform miracles too. They don't really care about upgrades, but still, I really feel like you just throw down your armory and you get 1-1 or 2-2. I mean, at least try to stay up in some way.
Oh, did we get a sub?
I think we did. I'm gonna have to check that.
We did.
Like I said,
we did element. We did.
Oh, I'm gonna check that for sure.
Yeah, right after this game.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, so we have this observer going to see what he can see at this 3rd base for Daishi, and immediately gets taken out as it's within detecting range of that missile turret. Now we have Daishi's larger portion of his force moving across the map. He has 4 Liberators here in tow, which will enable him to facilitate this push a little bit more effectively, as long as he's paying attention to them.
Well, I mean, it's 7 armor supply versus 27.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing.
Upgrades are good, Bob, but how many miracles can they perform?
I don't know. Not enough element. Not this day. It's not going to be Crystal's miracle this day. At 4th base, newly forming gets taken out immediately. Stims right on top of this bio. This bio is going to go away to the next life, and that's it. GG is called, and Daishi takes game number 1.
Oh. My goodness.
All right. So it's a 1-0 lead. Good. This is a best of 5, guys. So let's keep that in mind. Guys, this is O Gaming's Top Dogs event brought to you by O Gaming and Gauntlet SC2. I'm Bobby Awesome, with me is Element, and we got a new subscriber. It's Eric Herdman.
Wait, hold on. There was 2. There was 2.
There were 2? Oh, there is 2. Fortress. Subscribe. Fortress. Subscribe. Oh, with Twitch Prime, no less. I'm seeing a lot of this.
Does it show that it's Twitch Prime, or?
Yeah, it says that in my chat.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
And then it'll have a little logo too. Also, want to give a shout out to Cyan 2 for subbing with Twitch Prime as well. From the if I remember correctly, that happened while we were off stream or something like that. So thank you for that too. We got to give a shout out to there. I think there might have been one other person too, if I'm not mistaken.
There was BP Roberts.
Yeah, BP
also
Roberts
subscribed.
BP Roberts subbed.
But yes, a huge shout out to those 2 guys, and a huge shout out to Fortress. And what did you say the other one was? Eric? Is that what you said?
Well, it was the one that we just got here. We got Eric Erdman. Eric Erdman. Maybe that's how.
Oh, Eric Erdman. I see it now.
Element, how come we can't join this game? What's going on here?
I haven't been invited yet.
Oh, I got invited, but then it gave an error. It invited me to the lobby, but then some sort of weird error happened. Stay on that. So yeah, big shout out to the subs, of course. We'll give you guys a shout out again later on too. Hey, Eric Erdman, let us know how to pronounce your name properly. It's Eric, maybe it's Eric Erdman. That might sound right.
Yeah, huge shout out. I mean, yeah, let's get those Twitch Prime ones now too for everybody, and you have a choice of where to put that. You can put it on us. It's very nice.
Reflectors, like, I'll call 911, tell them Bob's head exploded. Honestly, man, my head just I got this pain in my head that happened because I probably wasn't breathing when it was happening.
Yeah.
For like a minute up to it.
True.
I mean, then I started getting dizzy. It was crazy. I need more liquids. That's the problem element. It's so crazy. I don't know. I gotta watch that. It was like 2 hits, perfect, right? And like the probes are just derping, like they've never derped before. Beautiful. I mean, bad for Tia Drogo, but beautiful for us to watch.
Yeah. Taking all the way back, Bob.
Fortress says, but can you remove the silly crown badge though? It's a good point. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of cool to have.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, why not have it? It just add to the list of badges. Then, right? Can you have that and like the Twitch, like the Twitch, what do you call it? Their subs Twitch Turbo logo too. I wonder. I'd like to have like endless logos in front of my name.
We are going into game number 2 here, Bob.
We are. Oh, Eric is fine, Bob. It says Eric Erdman. So I'll just call him Eric. Thanks for the sub, Eric. It supports the stream.
Thanks for that sub, Eric.
Yeah, and thanks for sub, Cyan too. Of course, we gotta give him proper props.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's, you know, you can do it when it's not live too, but if you do it when it's live, next time you get to drop a message too. So make sure. I think that's probably the best way to do it.
Yeah, with resubs.
Get that shout out. Yeah. If you do it again, you do it when we're live. We get that message pop right in and shout it out right when we do it. We have a 1-0 lead for Daishi here, Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Put that on up. This is the best of 3 or best of 5? I didn't actually look.
Yeah, we're actually quite. Think of it this way, Elmet. These people care so much that they use their one Amazon Prime sub on. Well, doesn't that touch the heart?
Yeah, I mean it's almost like I have.
Beautiful is what it is.
I got a package of cookies yesterday.
Uh-huh.
They're not cookies. They're called polvoron. They're basically like shortbread cookies.
Huh?
Filipino shortbread cookies. Anyways, my wife wanted one of them, and I had 3. Nope. What happened? And these guys sharing with us. My goodness.
What a stupid story. Yet it actually works. I get it. I get what you mean.
Yeah. The love. We can feel the love.
Even as strong as the love for your wife is, nope, no cookies for you.
Nope. These cookies are staying with me. Okay. I'm going to really quickly find out if this is the best of 5, Bob.
It is the best of 5. I already said this, yes.
Okay, yes, that's what I thought, but I never actually pressed the tab. There we go. Best of 5 in it up. And take away these intros, Bob. In the bottom right corner. Playing the mass unit. No upgrade style. As the Terran representative here. It is Daishi. Although I guess we have Marine Lord too.
We do, yeah.
It's 2 TVPs in a row, I believe.
It is.
In the top left corner, Bobby, we have the red Protoss player. It is Petit Drogo. Good stuff.
All right. Oh, do we not have the bot up?
The bot, Revel bot. You want me? I'll launch that right now. Not much going on right now.
Yeah, people want their Bobbins element. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about as this game's just getting started here. We had the first game kind of back and forth. I'm gonna say it's very back and forth at certain parts. A heavy upgrade lead there for Petit Drogo, but this was not able to capitalize on it. There's that one engagement that we saw where he blinked underneath the Liberators, but right on top of a whole patch of mines. Last I checked, mines do a lot of explosive damage to your stalkers, and nearly all the stalkers, which is also not only there to take out the Liberators, but there for support for the Immortals and the rest of their army. They're there to tank damage, and you can blink micro, take even more damage over time, while the Immortals are really doing the work against those Marauders and such. Well, none of that ended up happening. The whole supporting force got evaporated within a matter of seconds. It was absolutely devastating despite a high upgrade lead for Petit Drogo. Now we're going to see what Petit Drogo's up to this time. Let's see if he could come back in this series. Still only 1-0 out of best of 5, so he could definitely come back. He's a top-notch player. And if anybody could do it, he sure can. He's securing a third base quite fast, just about halfway done for a Protoss player. Large map, too, and cross position. So why the heck not? Let's look at the economic position here for Daishi. Daishi has no third CC yet. At least I'm not seeing it. No third CC. So just gonna stick on 2 base, keep it very safe here. He has Marines in his mineral lines just to eliminate any potential proxy Oracle shenanigans, or also any drops too. Yes, Element.
I have decreased the Bob shoutout price from 5K to 1K. Oh my! What a deal! Get ready, get your voice ready, Bob. Shoutouts galore.
Oh wow, that means I could give myself 3 shoutouts right now.
No, I'll mute you if you
Not
try
right
that.
now. I'll give myself shoutouts later on. Don't you worry, guys.
I should buy some shoutouts.
Oh, well,
Okay,
then I mute myself, Element. How about that?
That's true. We got some gates. Mute yourself. Destroy your microphone.
Yeah.
We've got 3 gates coming in, Bob.
We do.
On the same time, got a Warp Prism coming out, Adept upgrade, and the +1 like he likes. He also throws in a couple sentries here, which is pretty interesting because then he has the Guardian Shield.
Yeah, I got a lot of that Guardian Shield.
When he wants to. It's really good against Marauders now. Not enough attention is put on this, but now that their shots are split into 2, it does double the reduction, essentially. So...
Yeah, that's actually a very good point, Element. In fact, I don't think I've ever heard anybody talk about that. I mean, maybe somebody has, but it's not something I've heard. But we have this nice...
Well, not much. That's why.
Yeah. We got actually double Overseers here parked outside the front door of Daishi. We'll spot the move out of Daishi's forces, too. So now, how will Drogo prepare this
Twice
time, Element?
division.
And last time I
said... This is horrible. Daishi's moving up, but Drogo's going to come in the back door. Oh, Lord. And pylons are up, Bob. You can't break pylons.
you can't break pylons, Element.
And there's only 2 racks at home, or 3 racks actually, more on the way. But I don't know if there's going to be enough production here to fight off the Warpin that I expect to come in here.
It all depends on how big Petit Drogo commits to the Warpin.
8 gates, Bob. My lord. Well, it doesn't need anything back at home. He's good.
Yeah, it looks like
saved.
Yeah, his force back.
+1 finishing up for the Terran and the Protoss at the same time. A couple of Adepts here. They've got the upgrade. They know how to shoot stuff. Oh no, gonna lose his Mama Core.
Yeah, Major immediately go down.
Doesn't pop the Guardian. My god. Doesn't use half his units either, but he doesn't really need them because he's Protoss.
And we'll eventually clear that up. Now we still have that observer out in the front door of Daishi. Know that there's no 4 forces heading across the map, so Petit Drogo can allocate accordingly. But he's still not using that warp prism down the south part of the map, Element. He had it. Oh, they're finally warping in. Imagine if a drop was happening while this is going on. This would have been absolutely devastating on.
Yeah, now it's
Daishi's
a pretty good position
economy.
to defend with a mine and just a structure layout. Looks like it would defend well against a drop.
Well, even if he'd need to do a massive warp in here as well, in addition to this 4 adept drop to really get any sort of damage done, meaningful damage. But he can't. Petit Drogo was actually supply blocked again for a bit there too.
And this pylon not focusing the mine. Now it is.
All right.
Does he have anything to see these mines? I think he has 2 observers back at the other base, but not here. Oh god! Oh my lord! The mine shot! Sentries!
Wow. Your sentries immediately go to their doom. That's an excellent hit there.
And the mine's still there, by the way.
It is.
He knows that, but might have to give it a second look later on.
No, weren't there 2 mines there? And then how did he kill them?
I think a couple of them unburrowed to take off the drop and then died.
That might have been it. Either way, still being a little bit annoying is Daishi in the back of the mineral lines of Petit Drogo. But Petit Drogo will warp in and defend supplies largely
push
even.
from Drogo at the same time. Yeah, gonna go in with the warp prism at the back door.
All right, yeah, and there's nothing in the main base. Nothing in the main base for Daishi Element. Actually, really bad for our Terran player.
Feels mineral line.
Got massive warp in too with these adepts. These adepts with Resident Glaze will absolutely Shrek this mineral line. Now the reinforcing forces of Daishi will try to deal with this. Mines will burrow and actually take a really big hit. Oh, nice pickup from
Bob. The mines are gonna shoot on the other side.
Drogo.
A couple kills there.
Yeah, not bad. Just out of range of that cannon. Feels bad, man, indeed.
This breaking through the front at the same time, Bob.
There's a lot of action happening everywhere. Will Daishi break through? He does manage to get past his own force field and gets in, but the reinforcing forces are actually...
Lots of bio there, though.
Yeah, large number.
And he does have the upgrade lead this time. This mine, what do we got on this? About to reset? Oh, it is. Goodbye, Sentry. Oh, goodbye, Stalker.
But there's no production right now available for Petit Drogo. I like that Daishi has actually unpowered all the gateways.
Yeah, I really feel like...
pretty good.
Daishi's gonna win here. I mean, 56 armor spawn, like you said, no production.
Yeah, look at all that money right now that Daishi has. If he can get a nice warp in, maybe he'll survive for just a little bit longer. Remember, keep in mind, he's on
Bobby Awesome level money.
Yeah, he is on 3 bases, mining quite healthily overall, is Petit Drogo, despite getting this harass here and there. Whereas look at Daishi's position, just now securing his 3rd base. Oh, he did just drop the mule hammer though, Element, so I guess GG then.
Yeah, the problem here is, Bob, there's... Oh wait, there's a mothership core. Alright, no problem. Defended.
Yeah, but look at this, just shaving off some of this gateway force is Daishi. Floating over Russell will go down, but the pylon immediately focused down by these Marauders as the more forces will stem in here for Daichi as he's looking to end this game right here.
Yeah, I think Daichi's got this.
That's it. GG
is called.
Well, yeah, one extra Pulchy warp in, but just he was supply blocked for a bit.
It's
and then when he wasn't
poultry, Bob.
And then he wasn't supply blocked, he had his gateway
part of the chicken
unpowered.
family. Such like that.
Well, he was supply blocked earlier on, I suppose, but nonetheless, having his buildings unpowered, that was needless to say, devastating.
Surprised who said it.
All right, guys, this is Top Dogs, brought to you by O Gaming and Gauntlet SC2. I'm Bobby Awesome. With me is Element. You can follow the Gauntlet series on Twitter at Gauntlet SC2 for all things Gauntlet. We are live every single day for the rest of this week. As far as the weekdays are concerned, tomorrow we have the Gauntlet qualifier. Tomorrow, $50 on the line in that event, as well as a qualifying spot for Friday's event. We adjusted our schedule a little bit due to a variety of circumstances, so we will not be having amateur hour this week, unfortunately, but it'll be back next week, and who knows, maybe we'll even do more than one. The world is an unpredictable place, Element, and anything can happen.
Yeah, stuff does happen.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look at chat here. Also, and then I guess on Thursday we do go for SC2, of course, as well. So that is our schedule for this week. I guess, Element, you actually have a schedule you could probably throw up at some point if you have that available.
Yep, that's correct.
What? Oh, okay. Also, let me know how am I supposed to know when there's a shout out, Element? I might miss it.
Well, if you do, you're a terrible person.
Well, it's like there's a lot of chat sometimes. I gotta figure it out. A lot of people bet in chat. Science says, I need my bob and I'm having withdrawals. Oh, Sheer Shaddai is in chat. Give a big shout to Sheer Shaddai, the Amateur Hour #2 champion of this past week. Pretty big deal. Alright, so I think I'm almost caught up here.
Jumping into game number 3 here, Bob.
You do that. Okay, I'm still looking at. Okay, yeah, you can bet 1,000 bobbins. Wow, you lord it. That's just ridiculous.
Well, 5,000 was too much, I feel. And that was from a long time ago. That was an ancient, a remnant.
Ancient times.
When we first put it up. I'm gonna really quickly fix this Twitch alert panel, because I think something's wrong with it.
Oh, there's a shout out, Element. I gotta give Cyan a shout out. Alright, Cyan! I don't know what I'm supposed to do with a shout out, but here we go. I want to give a big shout out to Cyan SC2. He subbed today, so he already got a massive shout out, but even more shout out, so I demand chat. Everybody, raise your dongers for Cyan SC2 as he
plays Protoss.
He's a huge fan.
And
it's awesome too. Showing us some pictures of him walking.
He shows his firstborn son.
Yeah.
Now you just raised the dongers, and it's a terrible feeling for him.
I guess so. But he shows pictures from his work and from home watching the stream. So a big supporter. Also just subbed recently as well. So honestly, greatly appreciate you, Cyan. So big shout out to you. All right, that's how.
Wow, I love these shoutouts.
Oh, I did it.
Okay, guys, keep buying them. Bob will give you all the glory. This is fantastic stuff, actually. Right. I'm going to buy one.
If I did miss a shout out, guys, do let me know over and over again.
In the bottom right corner, I guess I'll be able to figure that out later on. I'll find a system to figure it out. I'm sure it pops up somewhere.
Yeah.
In the bottom right corner, we have Daichi up 2-0 in the series already. Pretty good lead. I'd like that lead. In the top left corner, playing Protoss, in red color, it is Petit Drogo.
Yeah, as Element did say, 2-0 lead here for Daichi over Petit Drogo. The Frenchmen fighting, I guess the Frenchmen's fighting each other. Frenchmen, that's the plural Element.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Fighting each other.
Good stuff, Bobby.
Do I even English? I don't know.
I don't think you do. But I don't want to say it. Okay, here's the question. Here is the question.
Okay. I'm
this
waiting for the
Twitch
question.
Alerts panel was looking a little weird just a second ago. I wonder if it still does. I'm gonna press the button that shows it. That means you can talk for a second. Bob.
Okay, cool. I was just wondering what you were getting to.
We lost the probe scouting.
You did.
That's really sad. And the 2 pylons get cancelled.
Immediately.
Tried to stop there, but it didn't.
Wow,
So
actually,
that's good news.
actually
And Mama Core's going too far across the map.
we saw Petit Drogo fail
There
at
we
this
go.
before too, but he could definitely come back and he definitely has a transition in mind from doing that. He was sending his mothership core on the way, as Elman did point out, but since that failed pretty horribly, scouted very fast and dealt with handily by Daishi, he will have to transition and find another way to put Daishi behind. Daishi's natural base is on its way, where it's complete for Drogo. So that's at least a good advantage here economically for Petit Drogo, at least potentially. He cannot lose too much economically to Daishi's drop that is heading across the map now. Almost died.
What are you dying for?
I almost coughed up a lung almost, but then I didn't.
Okay, it looks like our follower alert works now. I've just tested it twice and it seems to work for both, so I don't think we'll have any problems with what was happening earlier. I should be able to see it now. Mine gonna burrow here, perhaps? Burrow mine? Oh no, it dies.
Oh wow.
That takes a lot of out of this push. Hellion's moving in though at the same time, lining him up, Bob. Oh boy.
Yep, add the
Oh yeah. Lining him up.
Oh, he's all.
Oh yeah.
He's still in. Oh no, the next second
Over Russell's pretty good, Bob. Although in the main, these Marines go into town on these workers.
Yeah, so far 9 probes have fallen. And
10, Bob. 10 is the count.
Is it? Oh, it says 9.
Oh yeah.
9 right now.
Here's 11.
How is yours updating better than mine? That's ridiculous.
No, you're right, actually. He lost one at the beginning. I was doing the worker loss tab.
Gotcha.
Okay, you win this round, Bob.
Oh, for once in my life. All right, so.
Oh my god, is all the Russell gone? No, we've got one Russell left. That's over, Russell, Bob. Just in case you were wondering. Because this Liberator's coming in. Putting the hurt on.
Yeah, actually dying quite a bit of mining here.
Oh!
We just get to the nice position too to deny this Liberator eventually, but it did get a couple. Actually, did it get any kills, or did Roko? I think
it got 1 kill.
Okay.
3 kills in total. I'm not sure what it killed further behind. Oh, Lib 75 with that donation. Not sure about shoutout for 1K bobbins. Too precious currency. Prefer this way. Oh my goodness. That's fantastic, Lib 75.
Well, thanks so much, Lib. Lib 75 with the donation, man.
I prefer also not spending bobbins.
I'm only spending bobbins on my own shoutouts. That's all I'm doing from now on. So,
we'll give you a proper shoutout once this pushes over here.
All right, the Liberator is teaching back into the mineral line of Petit Drogo and actually picked apart a lot of workers. Petit Drogo not reacting in time. Will lose 4 in the meantime. And he's down to 35 probes to the 34 SCVs of Daishi. So
and
Daishi's in a pretty strong position.
Shuts this play down pretty hard on the other side. Raven coming in. Now that could be good for if he blinks in though. Blinks on the way. It looks like he's going to go for a mass stalker type play here. Oh, gets shot with another. Oh god, he's just in range there. I think if he gets on the high ground, maybe.
I'm gonna take a look at that eco tab. This is ridiculous already. That's it. GG.
GG.
Yeah, I mean his base is locked down. He can't get.
Well, he can't mine. Yeah.
No, he can't mine from it. He can't even access that, attack that Liberator. Maybe from the high ground.
Wow.
You think?
So that's it. Daishi wins, and that was just like. Oh, that was a painful loss there too.
That was very painful. He just got Terraned, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so congratulations to Daishi, who takes the 3-0 over Petit Drogo, and we'll move on to the finals of Top Dogs, brought to you by O Gaming and Gauntlet SC2. And so the next series will be Marine Lord versus DNS to determine the next and final finalist here in this event. I'm Bobby Awesome. With me is Element. You guys could follow this channel on Twitter at Gauntlet SC2. Get notified all things Gauntlet. Of course, we do things. We cast a lot of StarCraft pretty much every week, and then multiple times a week these days. As tomorrow we have the Gauntlet $50 qualifier. The winner of that event obviously gets some money and a qualifier. Who does that? Gauntlet does that. That's you. And the winner then will qualify for Friday's Gauntlet event, $100 event series, where we have 4 players battling out for the $100 prize pool, as well as spots for the $1,000 16-player Gauntlet Season 2 finals at the end of October. All right, gotta take a look at chat. Cyan says, you guys rock, best casting combo, and you have bobbins. Aw, thanks, Cyan. Them bobbins, best currency planet Earth. And guys, do keep in mind, if I haven't already told you already, which I have, is bobbins are worth something. At the end of the season, so that'll be the end of October approximately, whoever has the highest amount of bobbins will get a prize. There is a prize, and it's something cool. It'll be awesome. So definitely Definitely save your bobbins, bet your bobbins wisely. And every minute you're tuned in, you're earning bobbins too. So just keep banking it up. Oh,
Yep. Back them bobbins.
That's right. All right, Element. So can you reread that message from Lib?
Oh yeah, Lib75. Loving that. Jump to that right now. Not sure about shout out for 1K bobbins. Too precious currency, so prefer this way. That's a $10 donation.
Oh wow,
goes a long way.
Well, thanks so much, Lib75. And yeah, bobbins are worth a lot. Some say more than money itself, and definitely more. Like I always say, it's worth more than euros. So I mean that's real money. So apparently, and so therefore, I think it's just make believe money somewhere else in the world. But so anyway, that's what they say. And good call, good call.
Yep.
Well, Lib75 get that shout out without having to spend a bobbin.
Oh, that's true. That's the best way to do it, I suppose.
Yep. Oh, Root flies in chat, as Element points out there too. Just want to give a big
that's what I'm trying to do, but
to Root fly.
Getting bobbined.
Sorry, Element. I only know one way.
How many bobbins for an Element shoutout? Bob is the official shoutouter. He has very few skills, but this is one of them.
And if Element did a shoutout, he would just be like, well, I'm gonna bet some bobbins now.
I don't know, guys. I remember that that one cast.
That was the one
where Bobby
cast,
won the day.
Which was a really good cast, I must admit.
Probably our best cast of all time. And I say our because I include Bob in it. That was his best submission for co-casting ever. Yeah.
Oh, you did a pretty good job when you're on the ball. That's right. You predicted what I'd do. You did miss some things, but that's more of your observing skills than your casting skills.
Well, I mean, those things, you know.
I'm doing so many things all over the map, but you know.
Whatever. Yeah, that's whatever.
Oh, jeez. That's pretty funny. Good times, guys. That's Amateur Hour. We'll continue it next week. There will be no Amateur Hour this week due to the we're just doing too many events and scheduling conflicts. We have to switch things up this week. So tomorrow we have the Gauntlet $50 qualifier. Then on Thursday, go for SE2. Friday is the $100 Gauntlet event. And then next week we'll continue with our regular scheduled programming, if I'm not mistaken. So it should be, Wednesday should be Gauntlet, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Gauntlet, Thursday, always go for SE2. Friday, Amateur Hour. Again, if there are changes, guys, just do follow the series on Twitter @GauntletSTU and get notified of all things Gauntlet. If we switch things around, I would say Amateur Hour. A lot of people hyped about that series. We've had 2 events so far. They've been sick city. That's what they've been, Element. So much hype around these events. And we obviously had Sheer Shaddai, champion of the Diamond event last week. And the week before that, we had Just Jordan taking the Gold and Platinum event. Participated in last week's Diamond event because he actually made Diamond in between those 2 events. He did eventually fall, but put up one heck of a performance. So shout out to Just Jordan as well. Awesome events. I love seeing Amateur Hour. One of the events I'm the most hyped for in StarCraft 2 right now. I mean, there's a little bit of bias, of course, but I love it. I love it so much. Just the potential, the community created, the positivity. You guys are interested in participating in your future Gauntlet, and you are Diamond and below. There's information just below the stream. I think !AH. Oops, I just hit my mic. AH will pop up some information in chat. It should. So that's !AH, or just look below the stream, and all the information you need to know is there. All right, we're just waiting.
We've got some
for the
cool stuff coming up for next week.
We do?
Actually, well, I mean, next week's Amateur Hour.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Well, you don't know about it.
Oh, no. Well,
you'll know about it.
You don't know about what I have planned.
Okay.
So I was thinking about me. And then...
Well, I'm thinking about you, too. And it's good.
Oh, no.
You just wait. Yeah.
Oh, no. What does Element have up? I don't know. Now I'm scared, because what I have planned has nothing to do with Element. But...
That's the best way to attack, is you actually go for somebody else.
Oh, geez. We're just waiting for the next series, guys. As O Gaming, we're on their schedule. They're just doing their normal broadcast timing, so we'll be invited to this next series. Next series will be, of course, Marine Lord himself versus DNS, another TVP. Obviously, Marine Lord's favored in this one. I think there's little doubt as to that. But let's talk a little bit as we're waiting for this. Let me know if an invite or something pops up. I'm going to be minimize StarCraft right now. As we have a lot of stuff happening in StarCraft 2 world. I don't know. I heard about this dude, Element. Have you heard? Element, there's this dude called Nerb or something. And he won some event in Korea or something like that. I don't know.
I believe it's
some people called it a big deal or something. I don't know.
Nurblet.
Nurblet. Oh, Nurblet. No, it's still not ringing any bells.
No.
Oh,
I think he's a brother of Idra or something.
Oh. Yeah, I know Idra, but
yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, guys. Yeah. Oh man. How about let's just say this? This is an important accomplishment, guys. Neeb winning Kespa Cup. I mean, Kespa Cup itself, it's not like exactly, it's not a GSL, right? But it is definitely more prestigious than a DreamHack or an IEM or an MLG could ever be, and those had a lot of weight to them too. This was a 6-day event. At best, DreamHacks are 4 days. At best. I mean, then you could, you don't even bother including qualifiers because both had qualifiers, of course.
Bob, did you jump in, by the way?
No, I was asking. Oh, there we go. I got my invite. Oh, nope. Oh. It'll invite me. It errored me out. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Anyway, so as I was saying, the accomplishment of Neeb, I'd like to talk a little bit more in depth about that, of why this is important. The first foreigner to ever win a Korean event on Korean soil is... There are hardly contexts to put
in StarCraft 2.
In StarCraft 2, yeah. I mean, it's 16 years, and then in StarCraft 2, of course, yeah. You have to go back 16 years to have another foreigner win. Actually, wasn't the last foreigner to win some Swedish guy or something? And then before that, it was... The first one ever to win was Gur. I think if I remember correctly. Yeah. But Gur's accomplishment was arguably bigger. It was the first OGN event, if I remember correctly, wasn't it?
It was the first actual OSL title.
OSL, yeah.
There was an OSL before, but it wasn't OSL, and it was basically just like a precursor to the actual events.
Yeah, and Gur obviously still very popular. He's a Canadian guy too. You know what's weird, Element? Side note, for any Canadians in chat too, you CBC, our official broadcaster, state-run broadcaster. Why aren't there documentaries about this guy over time? The accomplishments he did and how big of a star he still is in Korea. I mean, I haven't seen them. Maybe there are, but you think they cover the most vague Canadian quote unquote star in some place in the world, and why not Gur? Big deal. I think bigger deal than most.
Yeah, I suppose.
Historically and his continued relevance, though. That's what's the beautiful thing. He's super popular in Korea. To this day, he hosts a bunch of shows on their television station and stuff. So it's pretty cool for him. But anyway, Neeb's accomplishment is... We're actually in the lobby now, guys. So just we're getting to this next best of 5 very shortly.
I think they said 3 minutes.
Marine Lord and DNS.
So all right. There's a little bit of a break between them. They have some commentary going on there. Remember, this is the O Gaming event that we've been allowed to cast in.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Pretty sweet. So yes, as I was saying, so Neeb's accomplishment, he defeated, not only did he go through tough qualifiers to get to Kespa Cup, but then he dominated his group 4-0, defeating the likes of Zest. I mean, Zest, guys, multiple time Star League champion, GSL champion. I mean, the guy's a champion. And all around, one of the best Protoss players on planet Earth. He handily defeated him, defeated everybody he faced against, and then the next round he defeated Pet. Is that the next round? Yeah, I believe that was. The next round he defeated Pet, who, well, it's close though, 3-2. Couple cheeses caught him off guard. And the third, how scared were you for Neeb Element in that Pet series when it was tied 2-2?
Wait, hold on, really quickly. Did you give Shir Shaddai his shout out?
Hey? Yeah.
From the Bobbins?
Did I not? Yeah, I did. Didn't I? Yeah, I did.
You gave Cyan a shout out too?
Oh, did I not? Oh no, I didn't.
I thought I heard one. Shir Shaddai, by the way, you get to give a couple details for the stream. I'll have to give you this link so you can key in on it too.
Yeah, because I miss it sometimes. No, I give Cyan a shout out. I didn't give Shir Shaddai one.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll give
boy.
the details first. Hold on. You get you can give the shout out. I'll give the details. He'll be streaming later tonight, guys. Twitch.tv/HereShouldI. Now you give the rest of the details.
Details like the shout out, you mean?
Yeah, you give your shout out. I'll give the details, you give the shout out.
All right, so okay, I don't know what you're saying, but so I owe Here Should I a shout out. Here Should I is a amateur hour champion from last week, a boss, a supporter of the stream, a sub as well. Here Should I is a supreme awesome fan, active in chat, in multiple chats. In fact, every stream I popped into in Twitch TV, who do I see lately? Here Should I. That's you. I was on M Canning's stream last night, which is the best stream in the world. Pretty much M Canning, crazy, and then I was watching that. Here Should I is there. I was watching. I don't even remember who. Some other stream. Here Should I was there. Everywhere I went, this guy was. That's how a fan of StarCraft he is, and he's a sub here and chooses to spend his time with us.
Oh, we just got a sub, Bob.
Oh, we did. We did get a sub. Oh no. Oh yes. I mean that's great.
Why would you say no?
oh no, because I almost thought I reset my chat. But I didn't. It was blanked out for a second.
Okay, I'm gonna get to it really quick. Jumping over to it.
All right, it's pew 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 pew. Just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Again, Element, the love that a person must have in their hearts to use their Twitch
use
Prime
their one
sub
Twitch Prime
on us.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, pew 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 pew. Am I saying that?
Oh, that's a fantastic name.
There's 4 of them, so
next
pew,
time
pew,
we
pew,
get
pew.
ghosts. Oh, we're gonna have to make.
Oh, a meme.
Oh, I know what we're making.
Element.
Bob. You gave it a name, now everybody knows.
Well, you when you get that weird inflection in your voice, people already know memery is on its way.
That's true. Memory is always on its way, Bob. Memory is happening right now, whether you know it or not.
Yeah, it's always in the works. Yeah, so big shout out to Pew 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 for subbing with Twitch Prime, no less, to the Gauntlet channel. As Element did say, we're just waiting for the series, as we are just running with O Gaming here, doing the English cast.
Papa Mitch with the resubscribe. So many words required. Oh yeah. That's his message. Huge shout out to you, Papa Mitch.
Oh, Papa Mitch resubbed. Oh, thanks, Papa Mitch, a long time supporter as well. Thanks, guys, so much. Again, all the subs, you got cool emoticons. We have actually more being processed. Hopefully they get approved that are pretty sick. And
yeah, we got 2 coming in. If they don't get approved, then we'll just put 2 more in. Or we'll resubmit the same one so they take them.
over and over again.
Just slightly change 1 pixel or something if there's some type of automatic ban. But Papa Mitch, so many words required. He always has the best
message.
subscription lines. Because they always follow the same theme.
Yeah.
I love it.
Indeed, thanks you guys so much. It helps support the stream, allows us to continue doing what we're doing and putting on more events more often and higher quality each time. You know, we're always trying to improve in every way. And, thank you guys so much for supporting us. And if you guys do enjoy what we do, consider hitting up that sub button and also even donation button down below. Help support the stream. Thank you guys so much for those who have subbed today and donated as well. We still have a long day ahead of us. Well, not a long day, but we have a lot of StarCraft ahead of us, as we're still waiting for our second best of 5 in the semifinals of Top Dogs, O Gaming's Top Dogs, and of course the best of 7 finals, where Daishi waits in the wings for the winner of Marine Lord and DNS. We're actually in the lobby for the first map, just waiting on everybody, and as I say that, Element, the game is starting.
Yep. Let's look it up really quick. The bracket we had here again. Daishi just beat Petit Drogo 3-0. Now we're doing the Marine Lord versus DNS, like Bob said. Round of 4 plus the finals today. And that'll cap off this tournament. I think next season will be in right from the beginning, which would be pretty cool. But so far it's been really fun, and let's jump us on in, Bob. We're just gonna get this best of 5 up here. Yellow and red this time, hey. Interesting.
What do you have on the overlay, Element? I don't have the stream open. Do you have something trolly on there or something? Or is this
It's not trolly, it's cool.
Okay. Alright, well, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Jumping into game number 1, Bob.
Okay.
And in the bottom right corner, playing Terran in red, it is Marine Lord. I'll let you take the top one away, Bob. Don't worry about timing, just do your thing.
Alright. To the northwest side of the map, we have the yellow Protoss player. It is DNS.
Good stuff. Good stuff, Bobbin. Anyways, we've got a gateway on the left side, walling off that spot where you can jump off a Reaper. That's really cool. Just a nice standard opening on the other side. Looks like it is going to be a Reaper opening, by the way, so see if that wall off comes into play. I'm not sure if you try and send the Reaper across. Does the pathing already know that that building's there, or does it try to jump up halfway and then realize, hey, I can't get up? I know they changed some stuff before.
It'd have to be halfway, yeah, because I remember that was a problem with wasn't it the extractors? People used to rally towards an extractor, and it would it'd reload. The worker would automatically redirect, so they knew where you spawned on a 4-player map. That was for years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even just in the start of Legacy of the Void, I think. Even just clicking on a mineral line, if it was walled off on the top, you would get, your guy would be put to the low ground near the ramp.
Yeah.
Like you would if you knew he was there. So, good fix. Good stuff, Blizzard. Shout out to the Blizz team.
Yeah, oh man, I want to talk more about that. I'll talk about that after the series.
Oh
perhaps.
yeah. Oh wow, yeah.
Talk about from Blizz, man. They're killing it, but definitely want to get into that. Also, too, something I want to mention about this this series here. Marine Lord, we did talk about Casaba Cup. Marine Lord did participate in Casaba Cup. He did get eliminated in the group stages, unfortunately. Put up a heck of a fight. He didn't win a map, but still put up a heck of a fight. It was just
they were decent games, despite the score. I don't think it fully told the tale.
Oh, exactly. He didn't get stomped, in other words. It wasn't that way.
No.
And then Nurture was really close,
Neebs,
too.
But, Nurture was really close. I mean, you know, it would have came to the... Everyone would have died at the hands of Neebs anyway, so...
Yeah, I mean, it was inevitable. His pathway was written already on his entry into that event. And I'll call it the first round too. I'm like, well, after the first round finished, I'm like, okay, well, as long as he only faces Protoss after Pet. Pet was after Pet, then that's no problem. He'll win this event. I think his percentage is so high. Well, you were looking through Illigulac and such. I saw
you were on the Twitters there too, talking about Neeb and his Koreans being afraid of him and whatnot.
Yeah,
something about death.
Yeah, something about his PvP, man. It's just it's cutthroat. That's for sure.
Yeah. So we've got an Orc on the way. Bob Stim also coming out here. How many Marines do we have in total? Quite a few on the bottom. He should be able to split to both bases by the time the Oracle gets here, and he's already jumping to one of them. Putting the rest into the main. I think he might even queue up a... Actually, looks like he's going to do that same Hellion attack, but I'd like to see maybe a mine or so first. We'll see. We'll see shortly, Bob.
That we will indeed. Robotics facility on the way here for a DNS. Let's see what he's up to here. What's his tech choice? Is he going to stick with the RoboComp, I guess? Or is he just going to go with standard? What we're seeing a lot.
Not making a second Oracle, so looks like he's probably going to jump into something else. And let's see if we can get any damage done here. Check the vision of that. Going to go straight to the main. Marines are a little bit out of position. Should be able to get one. Oh, actually goes right in through the front. That's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. Again, that kind of showed his hand there, allowing Marine Lord just to see him just in the nick of time. And there he goes, chased away with 0 damage done.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise you get 1, 2, 3 workers and you just jump out. Yeah. But you can't know for sure where they'll be. Perhaps you jump in there and there's some units or some workers building some structures, right? And then you get those for free instead. So it really depends on who you're facing.
Yeah, now we have third base on the way here for DNS, just about 3/4 of the way done for our Protoss player. There's no third CC yet for Marine Lord. Now Marine Lord will likely, look at this positioning of these Marines, going to try to pick apart this Oracle, and we get a couple shots off, but this Oracle will eventually make it away with his life. There's a lot of bio here element.
Stim is done, I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
Could stim a couple units.
Oh, but nice. No. Revelation going down on this army.
That's a pretty big army, though, of Marine.
This is what I was getting at. It's a large army, no third base yet on the way for Marine Lord.
4 medevacs. Gonna wait for these 2 mines to come out, I suppose. And then load them on up. Oh, supply blocked right now, unfortunately. Starts 2 depots at the same time. Does Marine Lord.
Yep, extra pylons going up between the natural and third base here for DNS as he's trying to hunker down. As he knows what's up, he knows exactly what is heading his way, as he does have the
4 medevacs and a lot of bio of 2 mines at the same time. We're gonna get a mine drop in the back. There's Phoenix, Clutch Phoenix.
Oh wow,
gonna push that back.
Oh, double Phoenix now, gonna try to focus down. Up.
The mines will get down though, I believe.
Yeah.
Depending on if he lifts.
I'm gonna work a kill.
Oh.
Well.
Oh, they both shot the same place. That was really unfortunate, actually.
Yeah, no focus fire there from Marine Lord. And looks like Marine Lord's push will get pushed away.
So there's 4 kills for both mines combined, and now they're both gonna die. I say it's not worth it all, especially because he has three Nexi here.
Okay, he's gonna stim right into the mineral line on the third base.
Goodness.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god! Well, the worker count's evened up.
How is he?
Third CC, Marine Lord. There he is. He starts it up.
Alright, we'll kill a lot of these Marines though. Some of them do get picked off. And these Phoenix will pick some of these medevacs off too before they run away. That being said, as we pointed out, just DNS was not paying attention. Well, I wonder why. Was he just? I guess he's so preoccupied with those mines, perhaps, not trying to deal with them.
I believe maybe he thought
he went home.
I think he put the Overlord in place and such, but yeah, I guess he was just caught sleeping there.
Did you say Overlord?
Like. I said Overseer.
Oh, okay.
It's even worse, Bob.
Even worse. I know. I'm like, okay.
Anyways, the Observer is to the left there. Phoenix back in place. Pretty good defense in the start, and then it kind of went south. Went south fast.
I don't know. It's still fairly even between both players. The third base is still up and running, despite that worker loss that DNS did incur from that little bit of stim push that he did not pay attention to. Now it's still up to Marine Lord to try to get some economic damage done on DNS side of things, and he's going to try to do so.
Pile on over, Russell.
Oh, pile on over. Oh, and he's dropped right into that too, but he will spread some freedom here with these Liberators. But some Stalkers are here just in the nick of time to try to pick apart Liberators before they do some critical damage. The Bio, though, is actually picking apart this at these depths before they can deal a whole lot. But workers are actually pulled just in the nick of time.
That's weird. It's like two Marines are, because you have the Liberation Circle there, just damaging the heck out of those units. But that's, I mean, the push is done now. 53 army supply to 36. Protoss is in a terrible spot. Income wise though, let's check that out really quick. About even. These mules, well, I guess actually it's even right now, but this base just started mining at the bottom. The units workers just got there, so we'll see in a minute or so what that gets up to. And already it's taking a nice mineral lead here, about 500. Blink on the way. Armor also finishing, well, not finishing up, but same time for both players, so upgrades should be around the same. See if we get a second upgrade building from both players here.
It's something I wanted to mention as well. What was, we had all this aggression that seemed to actually get shut down pretty well from DNS. His worker count isn't all that crazy compared to that of his Terran opponent. I mean, they're both at what, 64, 67, slight favor here for Marine Lord plus the mules. So despite having that third base for quite a bit longer mining for DNS, he's not really been able to enjoy the fruits of his labor as much as he would like in this case.
Yeah, there's a big attack going on right now, and you don't want to be caught in the open as Terran, I don't think.
Oh, he's going to shade right on top of the bile force of Marine Lord. The mines do burrow.
No focus on the mines, though.
Okay, well, we got a couple line hits.
Shot.
Yeah, a lot of the
shields. Look at the army,
down.
though. It's huge here for the Protoss.
It is.
Supplies not that far different, but you don't want to be behind at all versus this type of push as Terran. Pulls the workers, in fact, to deal with this. So, at the very least, they'll take some economic loss. Another warp in coming in.
Oh yeah, this warp
Blink finishing up right now.
Yeah, this looks like too much.
Oh my god,
element.
I think this is over.
Yeah, these workers are all dying here. There's not a whole lot left available for Marine Lord. He will stim to try to take a rest of these Adepts and Stalkers up, but more warp ins do occur here for DNS as this Resonant Glaze are putting in the work.
It looks like unstabilized, but look at the, I don't know actually. The loss in workers though, let's check just a tab here. 42 workers went down in total. Some of those went down early, but most of those right now, which is huge. Protoss has to get out of here, I think. Just there's no reason to fight, really.
Yeah, especially with this reinforcing forces of Marine Lord coming in, he will have to run away. Just to not incur too many losses in this case.
Oh, no speed on the Warp Prism, so it will get chased down with this Liberator. Yeah, I'd say Marine Lord has this push coming here, and he'll just rally everything forward, I think. He is making SCVs, though, so committing something to the rebuilding. A couple pylons probably should go down, and more warp-ins should take place. I'd even like to see a couple sentries here with all the gas DNS has, just to stop the army from being able to push up the ramp and such.
Yeah, we got this one Adept here poking at the third base of Marine Lord. Not going to do a whole lot, though, as both players have stabilized off 3 bases. Supplies significantly ahead, well, healthily ahead for DNS. His position is really
Force
good.
goes down as well.
Yeah,
Liberator range on the way, Bob, and 3 libs at a time. What does he have to deal with libs? I know he had a Stargate early, but didn't transition into any Tempest or anything like that. So it's just going to be Blink And with only, how many stalkers do we have on the map here? Looks like 9. Could get a little dicey actually.
I'm not minding Marine Lord's position here overall, despite the supply lead for DNS with the Liberators though. But he only has one Liberator here as he's attacking at this natural base, and looks like DNS is going to try to capitalize on that. He will shade in on top of the bio, and the bio is left exposed.
+2 attack. Just finishing up now. DNS attacking a little bit early, but wins handily anyways.
Yeah, there was this little poultry force here. It wasn't even all his army for Marine Lord, as he has lots sitting back at home. There's only that one Liberator.
Oh, and it's stimmed to death, Bob, and there's not much energy in the medevacs here either. I feel like this is going to be hard. Although that's 4 Liberators, Bob. It's a lot of damage. Terrible damage.
You have to respect the freedom, and there's not a lot of anti-air here available for DNS either. There's, what, 5 Stalkers?
No. I don't think he should commit to this. Oh, Lord. Okay. Ooh, he's got his own force going down, Bob. He's in an okay spot. 67 workers to 47. Liberators finishes up. Gonna be, what, 7 libs very shortly on the field. So it might be about time to... Oh, he's going into robotic support bay. A robotics bay. I think going with the Tempest would be a good idea. Just something to pick at these libs.
Yeah, especially with this amount of Liberators on the field. All that being said, still a little bit of a lead available for DNS, just trying to lock down, preventing a 4th base from going up for Marine Lord while he's securing his own 4th. In fact, it's done, up running, fully mining. No harassment on his side of the map. We see no drops. We just see Marine Lord in survival mode. Oh no, he's made it workers into the shredder. He didn't scout first element. He thought he went home.
Sacrifice the Flash.
Oh. I'm not
Praise the
sure.
Lord.
I don't think
Give
Flash,
me the strength to win.
Flash would not be happy with you killing your own SCVs in that manner.
Although this push is looking pretty strong, Bob. 111 army supply. How many libs we got now? Let's check that tab out. 8 already done. 2 more about to finish up here. Gonna be 11 soon. Versus what? Colossus range is coming out? And 1 Colossus? That's not enough. You know, I mean, that doesn't even help in this situation.
I don't know. It actually might, Element. If he clears out this bio fast enough.
No, you need something to deal with these Liberators, Bob.
Well, he has a lot of Stalkers. The only thing is, as long as he doesn't lose these Blink Stalkers to these Marauders, and that's the key. But he only has 1 Colossus, and it's completely
go ahead, attack up this ramp, Bob. Attack up this ramp into mines and Liberators.
Yeah,
go for it, Bobby. And
that's the thing. We don't want to see another Petit Drogo blink underneath these Liberators get punched in the face by mines. He's playing it a little bit safer this time. DNS is playing it a little bit safer.
My God! Oh no! The rally! Not the rally, but the
move command.
Well, not even just the move command, it's the pathing. The pathing really got him there.
I was talking about playing it safer. Take it all back.
Yeah. Nope. Libs are good. Look at the big head. He's gonna waddle up and say, I can help. You can't do anything, big head.
Yes, beautiful positioning from a Marine Lord. Just looking at the opportunity, seizing it when he saw it. And that's pretty much it. All this is freedom, guys. So much freedom to spread in this ramp. There's no way these
blink on in on the mines.
Oh, it's a pretty good mine hit. So we'll soften about half of these stalkers, and the bio will help clean up some of the rest. But it doesn't matter. This push did a lot of damage as it was. But let's keep in mind, Element. What did he kill? Let's roll back. It looked spectacular. What did Marine Lord kill? Did he kill workers?
Well, the workers,
no, he didn't.
Not that low, actually.
He didn't kill workers. He killed some buildings, Element, and then he lost his whole army for doing so. So was it worth it? He lost his whole army.
His army's still not that weak.
He's got some back at home. Well, he has some stuff back at home, but again,
should have flown away those Liberators. If he had 11 more Liberators right now, I'd like his position a lot more.
Yeah.
Same time, though, warping in 10 sentries or whatever this is. I don't know if that's going to seal the deal.
No, I'm not sure. Well, I guess if there's not a whole lot of bio here available for Marine Lords, the sentries are a little bit useless. And I get the idea. He wants to section them off, allow the Colossus to do a little bit more damage. But there's only one Colossus right now.
Even, but I'm not actually seeing... Is there a drop? There's a drop. No, there's just 1 Marine going out to the base of DNS. Okay. I mean, it felt like this was earlier when DNS pushed in, but then he lost a lot of his Stalkers there for free, and now the armor supply is even. And worker count, though it's apart, mules are good, Bob. Income mineral-wise in favor of Marine Lord right now, in fact.
Yeah. Well, he has that 4th base now up and running with the mule drop popping down. It's left uncontested. There's no way DNS can contest it. Although he could right now, since there are no Liberators sieged up for the time being, but he doesn't know that.
Yeah. Second Forge coming in here. Looks like we're gonna get the rest of the upgrades finished up. So +2, +3 attack Well, I don't think Marine Lord even has... Let's check the structures tab right now. Yeah, he doesn't even have a an armory. So, oh wait. No, it doesn't have an armory. It has a fusion core, Bob. Come on now. Oh god, there's an armory right in front of us.
Oh, element.
I don't know why I was looking for the picture of the fusion core, and then I saw it, and I was like, there it is.
Were you
and
not looking at the structures tab?
No, I did. But, for some reason... Okay, the fight's happening, Bob.
Alright.
Talk about your failings later.
Alright, got to these freedom zones, picking apart some of the retreating forces of DNS. DNS forced to run back to his fourth base, get on top of that ramp there, as he is actually killing a lot of the bioforces with these Colossus, or this one single Colossus. These Archons are going to take a lot of damage. Actually, this...
Oh god, Archons tanking for nothing! You're right, they tanked.
They did
tank to their doom.
Completely unnecessary.
I mean, it looks like he's getting into a really good position here again with the libs. Gonna try and flank his DNS, but then if you do that, he just walks up the ramp.
Yeah, he'll just
takes that
unsiege.
Position anyways.
Oh, look at that. He's even sieging behind himself here to create a little bit of no-go zone for DNS. DNS really struggling to find an opening here on Marine
All the
Lord.
Colossus right at the front. Okay. All the way around. Libs can unsiege and siege really quickly, though. Not a big deal.
Yeah, they can indeed. Now we have the Stalker number starting to...
More Stalkers walking in once again. Story of the game, Bob.
Yeah, so many units just rallying their way into the
I do not want to be a unit in DNS's army on this day.
Yeah, and look at the supply element.
About you.
The supply is just starting
Marine Lord stimming in. The spread is good, Bob.
Yeah, really good spread. These Colossus could do a whole lot of damage. Force a retreat is DNS, but is cut off from the rest of his army, rest of his reinforcements, and his whole force is going to get evaporated by the Terran army. And this could very well be the end of the game as he drops below 100 supply. The Archon falls down. That's it. GG. And Marine Lord takes game number 1.
My goodness. That took place.
That happened. That was back and forth too. DNS was in such a commanding position, but then really just gave it all away.
Feels bad.
Oh, C-Tone in chat, like so rigged. Wow.
Oh gosh. Wait, doesn't he play Terran? He should be rejoicing.
Yeah, well, he should be, but it was just that pathing, right? It was
it feels bad.
That really does.
I mean, you have to manually take care of that. The StarCraft's in League of Legends. Come on now, Bob.
Huh?
Come on now, Bob.
That's about League of Legends. I never bring it up. You're the only one who ever brings up League of Legends here.
With Twitch Prime, no less. Twitch Prime coming up huge. Let's get into this right now, Bob.
Oh, Wumbo Time with the sub. Yeah, Twitch Prime. Thank you, Wumbo Time, joining the Gauntlet crew with Twitch Prime.
Whoa, there's even more. Papa Mitch for a $20 donation. October funding. Bob can eat ramen all day.
Oh, I'm getting the spicy ramen now.
Oh, no longer available. Hold on.
You want an invite?
Yeah.
Invite to... Oh, wait, you got invited.
Oh, there we go. He got me.
Yeah, like, I think BattleNet's kind of derping. It did that to me a couple times, too.
So, let's talk about this really quick once again. We got 2 things happening here. Papa Mitch for the donation first. 20 big ones. October funding, he says. Nothing about words, I see. Interesting. Well, that's huge, Papa Mitch. Thanks.
Oh, Papa Mitch, thanks for the 20 sheet, guys. Everybody, give Papa Mitch a big high five. Big smiley face, whatever it may be. Give some hype. Thank you so much, Papa Mitch. Supports the stream, and spicy ramen on the way.
Oh yeah. And then Wombo Time with that subscribe, like we talked about. Twitch Prime, no less. So you get that one subscription to rule them all, and you chose us. That's
Wait,
huge.
what? So Twitch Prime, is that the same as Amazon Prime? Like, is that the same thing?
If you have Amazon Prime, you get Twitch Prime.
Okay.
It's one thing, it's amazing. And in Canada, it's only 79 Canadian Benjamins.
What's Twitch Prime for?
Are Benjamins $100 each? I think they are. Canadian loonies.
What do people do with Amazon Prime? I always see it. I just don't know what it is.
Amazon Prime gives you free 2-day shipping. You don't have to pay for it.
Oh, wow.
Just get it. Gives you a couple other things, too. I actually had it for a good year and a half. And then, remember, I had that eBay store, so I started doing stuff on eBay instead.
Yeah, that's right.
But, I mean, I have to go back now. Think about it. It's $60 US, essentially.
Yeah.
Because, Canadian dollars is about 25% difference. And already, if you subscribe to somebody for a year long, 12 times 5, Bob, that's $60. Right there, you already get your money's worth. Plus, you get a free hero in, I think it's what is it? Here's a Storm or Hearthstone right now, something like that. You get a game bonus every month. There's special stuff with Twitch Prime, and on top of that, you get all the benefits of Amazon Prime. It's insane.
That's actually
insane, Bob.
sick deal.
I know.
Especially
We're gonna
with
jump
the
into
sub,
game number 2 here.
Especially with the sub concept. That's genius.
Yeah, what's cool too is it doesn't. Oh my God! Hold on.
Also, Wumbo Time, great name.
Here.
When Elmet goes to hold on and he fades off in the background, I never know what's happening. So Amazon Prime is definitely awesome. We're actually in this game, guys. We're just ready to get going for game number 2, Marine Lord versus DNS. Marine Lord with the 1-0 lead. DNS, though, had a commanding position multiple times in that game, but just could not find positioning that Marine Lord managed to get, and could not break Marine Lord in those situations, and cost dearly. Some mistakes too, rallying his army through the freedom zones. Definitely not something you want, as those are expensive Protoss units.
Okay, the oh my God was Papa Mitch hit us up with another $30.
What?
Words without thought, never to heaven go. Wow, Papa Mitch going full Bobby on this one.
That's beautiful. That's something up.
That is some poetry.
I like it. I'm all about that.
My God, Papa Mitch hitting us with 50 bones already today.
Wow, Papa Mitch.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, big supporter of the channel, and man, Papa Mitch, thank you so much. Means a lot to us.
Oh my goodness, Bob's getting lightheaded. He's about to fall over.
I actually had to crack my neck a few times. Not kidding.
Yeah. Wow. I can't even. I'm trying to figure the right button to press here. The production tab button. There we go. Just threw me for a loop.
Element's hands shaking.
That double. Yeah, if you want Bob to lose next time, just throw some dollars down while Bob's playing. I'll tell him. Then he'll get all shaky. Okay. Let's just check out this game really quick, and then I'm gonna get it back to Papa Mitch once again. We've got Stim on the way here. A couple Marines popping out. Looks like we're gonna have the double medevac drop, but against Protoss this time, which is interesting. But I guess you come straight across the gap here, and it's pretty decent. Shading in. This time he shouldn't finish it. Last time he let 2 go in. Or I guess that was actually the first series, wasn't it? Completely different game. Oracle coming out. Marines will be in place, I suspect. Yeah, he's already starting to position them well enough. Anyways, now that we've gotten that out of the way, one more time, huge shout out to Papa Mitch. Everybody in chat, give him a round of a hand, because Bob likes to give the high five and I like to give applause, so a little bit of both. Once again, derping in the pathing, but that's fantastic stuff.
Oh yeah.
Boy. All right, Oracle does come in, gets a worker. Also might hit a small supply block here as Marine Lord because of that. Seconds, but seconds count in this game, Bob. This isn't League of Legends. You and your League of Legends playing.
Oh boy, I never played I played League of Legends like for 2 weeks of my life, guys, and that was like
actually, you know what?
5 years ago.
We all say that, but Bob did do a really good job. Although Shir Shaddai wants a rematch now that he's properly rested.
Oh, you're talking about that? Oh, I'll gladly have a rematch at some point.
Oh wow, those fighting words.
Oh no, gladly as in I had fun. It was fun.
I'll beat him again, says Bob. BM.
Not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it was a blast. I don't care if I win or lose.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Considering you never really play anybody ever. I even ask you for some games sometimes here and there, and
we say nope.
You don't. Yeah. You used to all the time, and then you just stopped.
Yeah. I don't know. I had enough losing.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. So now you're saying you want to face Shir Shaddai. What does that mean? Wow, BM expects to win. What a jerk.
Oh boy. Alright, we got this double drop.
I really feel
from Marine Lord
coming in.
Yeah, he's poking up the
pylon not yet done.
Nope, no throw Russell yet.
On an island are these top units. Might okay. There's enough with the Guardian Shield. See if that Oracle jumps back in here or not. Looks like he has a little bit of a window there to hit that the gas mining structure. Let's have to call down supply as Marine Lord starts up 2 depots once again. We saw that in the first game, so still happening. Something that might cause him some issues later on. We have +1 on the way, and Glaives 3 Nexi up. Third one 3/4 of the way done for Marine Lord. Double Photon Nova Russell was used there, Bob, so some of the energy taken down. You alive over there, Bob?
Yeah, I was just readjusting my notes, Element.
Readjusting your face.
Well, and I was writing something down, so all part of the thing. So yeah, we do have 3 bases up for both players. Just now completing 4 Marine Lord. So again, it's going to be a nice little economic lead here for DNS. Now the only question here, Element, is compared to game number 1, what can DNS do to outmaneuver Marine Lord, or is he just hoping to punch him in the face and go for a win, like A-move his way? This seems like Marine Lord's a super smart player, and he just
Oh, Bob, we got 2 things going on at the same time here, Bob.
We do indeed.
Drops trying to come into the main, but getting shot down. No, it doesn't focus it. Oh, that was unfortunate. Gets both mines though. That's pretty cool. Pretty sweet.
Yeah,
would have been really nice if he got that medevac though. I was gonna say it's pretty much the same attack coming out of Marine Lord here, with +1 and stim done. Combat shields finishing up at the same time, but the same defense from DNS as well, with the Phoenix out there in the open air and the small force at the front to deal with that Marine push. Really cool stuff. Didn't focus down that medevac. Would have given him a pretty decent lead, I'd say, in this game. Especially he's got 70 workers now. So we talked about his count of SC or probes not getting too high last time. I think it's up to like 62 or something. But
yeah,
now he's got a pretty good income.
He does indeed.
See if we can make it work this time.
Yeah, DNS very solid off 3 bases here. He did deflect both attacks, multi-pronged attacks from a Marine Lord. And as I was saying before those attacks did happen, something he couldn't capitalize on was the genius positioning and just looking for openings of Marine Lord. Marine Lord is just a positional master in game number 1, and that really, in essence, in that way, he outplayed DNS, despite DNS having a superior upgrades for a long time, superior composition, and economy. But just Marine Lord managed to take the best engagements possible, catching DNS out of position. Now, that being said, it's a much different map. We'll see how DNS does respond. Maybe we're going to be more comfortable with this map. I don't know how Veto's went, whose map choice that ended up being, or how it went down, but I'm liking DNS position a lot better this game, even than the previous game. Now it all depends on how Marine Lord carries the tempo for the rest of this particular match.
Yeah, something I'm noticing right now too is DNS has the double forge out early, which last time he had the single upgrades going on 2 tiers. Marine Lord does have his armory finishing up, but we'll see if he goes into the additional, +2 armor, which he hasn't done yet. Because that'll be interesting to note as these upgrades start to scale further and further, especially with Colossus. You get 3 Colossus with a couple attack upgraded lead, and all of a sudden your stuff dies in 1 blast.
And something I'd like to point out too, he was doing Liberator production, but I actually think I'm pretty sure he canceled a couple of his Liberators to start pumping out Vikings instead. Yeah, so he already has a jump on the Viking production to deal with this Colossus build that DNS is employing. Again, no disruptor to be had for DNS so far in this series, as just playing it safe, getting some guaranteed damage with these Colossus. But again, it's all about positioning. You got to make sure they're hitting the right units in the pack.
Oh, got a warp prism going to the main here. Going to draw warping some mid-depths. No pressure on the front though, so it's not too pronged, and the damage it'll do will be limited because of that. I want to get the warp prism out now. Actually, it's lost. It's dead. There's no way it's getting out. Any warpers dying here at all? I don't think so.
Only a couple, actually. A couple have fallen.
Okay, it's focusing them down now.
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't know if it was worth that element. I get the idea, but as you did point out really early on there, if you're not multi-prong attacking, what's the point? The army was relatively in position, stimmed in, got in there just in time to defend it before any large critical number of SCVs have fallen. A different story though if he's pushing from the north and the main. It'd be a lot different.
DNS does see this move out here. I don't know if he has forces at this point to contend with this. I think he could get jumped on. In fact, the jumping's happening, Bob.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't have a whole lot of force fields available either to zone out this army, and just like game number 1 element, he does not want to fight in the middle of the map, and that's exactly what's happening here. As this Bioforce Great Arc starting to shred apart the DNS's forces.
Dear Lord.
The Vikings have taken out the Colossus, and the Stalker Heavy army is forced to retreat with almost all their shields
at the same time that he's trying to jump into Tempest production. He goes for that fight. I don't really ever like the decision, especially from Protoss, to jump into that when you're trying to switch techs. I feel like the better idea is to just slice off some of your army and attack in 2 places at once and pull your main army back. If you want to lose some supply or something of that sort.
I would like to point out, Element,
do start up.
I want to point out, Element, that this retreat from Marine Lord was sure no Dunkirk, that's for sure, as he lost like 3/4 of his army trying to get back home, as DNS had really good blinks, focusing down the remaining Liberators and Vikings as well. Pretty much resetting the Viking count. And,
that's true. Upgrades for Vikings are on the way already, which will be huge in this Viking versus Tempest fight that I believe will happen. We have 2 Tempests coming out at a time here. But with the attack upgrades already in the lead for the Vikings, I feel like they look pretty well. And 3-3 started up now for Terran, so on the ball with those upgrades the whole way through. We'll be a little bit behind in the attack, but it's not going to be like game, the first series we saw was 3-3 versus 1-1. So, I like that.
Yeah, fourth base is secured for both players, but again, ahead for DNS. He's up and running healthily, oversaturated even at his base. Secured his multiple pylons, some gateways just for fun here, to create a little bit of a wall as Tempests are on the way, 2 at a time, coming out for DNS. Dark Shrine about 1/3 of the way done. As army's pretty good if this was Wings of Liberty or early Heart of the Swarm, or I guess Heart of the Swarm at almost any point. But this is
well,
I don't know.
He's gonna get some Archons in, I feel, and those also might use these Dark Shrine. I don't think he's gonna use it aggressively, but defensively, warping in, especially on this map of all the airspace. You get dropped and you warp in, a DT and a couple of depths and you're pretty safe. Although, you're saying this is a good army for Heart of the Swarm, but for this map, it's the perfect army. I'd like to see perhaps a couple storms added in, but we already have ghosts on the way. So, their effectiveness might not be all that great anyways.
Well, attacking into this will definitely not be wise for DNS. He's just starting to power up, nearing max supply, quite a bit ahead in supply compared to his Terran opponent. Green Lord, though, really good defensive position, as I did mention, and upgrades are going well for both players. Now, all that being said, it's a matter of positioning here in the middle of the map. We got the Zenlaga Tower controlled by DNS. He knows exactly what will be coming through the northern portion of the map while he's securing the 5th base. Really, really good play. Now, I like these Tempests in this respect. That'll mitigate any possibility of leapfrogging with Liberators, such as we saw in game number 1. That being said, how many Liberators are actually on the field, Element? Like, none?
Oh, High Temple's coming in now, too. How many are on the field is...
Well, I'm pretty sure there's none. It's
there's
all Viking
none,
here. So again, they're
Vikings.
actually... Keep in mind...
That's what he needs a storm for.
Yes. Tempests are actually pretty good if you want to focus down these Vikings, but the number of Vikings here and the low DPS of Tempests, I'm not seeing...
Well, the thing is, the Vikings have 2 things they have to do. They have to, take out the Colossus first, I'd say, even, which they are focusing Colossus.
That's your priority. The engagement is happening here. And these Colossus are having free reign. 3 big giant heads, as MC would put it, are enough to win a game.
The Vikings are not hitting the Colossus. Archon's going to get a massive shot on them. Oh my god.
Oh, they're bundled up too. Oh, well, the Archons serve their purpose. Going to the front, very good. An engagement there from DNS as he's on the chase here. Marine Lord running back to his natural base. His supply plummeting down to 122 to 157.
I don't know, Bob.
DNS.
This is pretty strong attack coming out. Only 1 big head, though, here. Might need to wait for the other one to catch up.
No, yeah, 1 big head's not going to win the game. You need 3 big heads.
Yeah. Remember, Storm is, I believe... No, it's not even on the upgrade path, so I guess he's picking Archons with those, using this gas bank instead of making them out of the DTs. Well, I would like to see Storm at some point. He'll have to upgrade that first, though. Perhaps he feels like he can take the push right now with these Archons. Let's see, Bob. Starting up a 5th base is Marine Lord. And we have the pylon in place, it looks like. Actually, that could be a scouting pylon from earlier, so just going to stay on 5 at the same time for DNS. Starting up some forward missile turrets. Easily shut down there, though. Nice positioning for the Vikings right over this ledge. Though they have to push forward a bit, and now they're out in the open.
All right,
Stalker's on the wrong side. Stalker's on the wrong side terribly.
Yeah, they need to be... Well,
they
actually,
need to be attacking those Vikings.
Well, not necessarily.
But that might just be too much, though, Bob.
Yeah, I think that was actually a pretty smart engagement from DNS. He realized, well, his 1 Colossus did fall immediately, so why bother targeting the Vikings down? We can target the scary force that is these Marauders, and he's starting to press his advantage in on the forces of Marine Lord, and that's it. GG is called.
GG.
DNS takes game number 2 of this best of 5 versus Marine Lord. Guys, this is TopDogs, brought to you by O Gaming and Gauntlet SC2. I'm Bob Awesome. With me is Element. A joy to be here with you guys today. Watch some pretty sick StarCraft. We'll be heading to game number 3 right away. Guys, you can follow the Gauntlet series, everything on this channel. You can follow on Twitter at GauntletSC2. Hit up that follow button there. Also, hit up that follow button right here on Twitch TV. Get notified when we go live, which is often every single day for the rest of this week. Tomorrow we have the Gauntlet $50 qualifier. So the winner of the event will obviously get some money for their troubles, as well as a qualifying spot for Friday's $100 Gauntlet Season 2 event number 2, where we have 4 players battling out GSL group style double elimination, of course, for that $100 prize pool. Of course, top 3 players in that event qualify for the $1,000 Gauntlet Season 2 finals at the end of October. Oh yeah, we're actually already in the lobby here for this map, as we are going to be continuing on right now. I was very impressed with DNS's play. He didn't let positioning become an issue there. And I think the real turning point was the retreat of Marine Lord after that first engagement in the middle of the map. He just lost so much. He bled so much army there, Element. It was pretty brutal. He had no fallback plan after that attack. His engagement in the middle definitely favored him compared to that of DNS. But then he kept pushing, and then I guess you could call that the very definition of an overextension. All right, we take a quick look at chat. Yes, you will see bobbins being bet quite a bit. Bobbins are not useless. They are worth something at the end of this season. That means at the end of October, the person with the most bobbins will get a prize, and it will be awesome. So they're definitely worth it. So gamble wisely, or just watch and earn them. Every time you watch this channel, you are earning bobbins every single minute. Oh, don't worry, random guy. There's a lot of game-related chat. A lot of the time. Right now, I think they're just getting started. Most events, we have a lot of talk between what's happening in the games, but I think people are just trying to consolidate their bobbins right now. By the looks of it. I mean, it's important. I'm not running. And I also, too, if you guys... Oh, no, I'm not going to say it. I gave all the shoutouts, right? I did all the shoutouts I needed to do with the bobbins. Yeah, I did. I did Cyan and Sheer Shaddai, so I'm good. All right, guys, we are now in the game here. Well, at least I am. Wait for Element. And
put us on in, Bob.
All right, cool. For game number 3 of Marine Lord versus DNS, the winner of this series will face Daishi in the best of 7 finals in this Top Dogs, brought to you by O Gaming.
Bob, in the top right corner, it is the Terran player. Getting a little careless with his Vikings there early on, attacking the wrong units, I'd say. I think you want to get those Colossus gunned down first, then finish off the rest of those capital ships. It is Marine Lord. In the bottom left corner, it is DNS coming in with the lasers. Pew, 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 pew. It is DNS.
Just have to throw that in there somehow, didn't you? But do lasers make pew, pew, pew sounds? Not like
the stock lasers do, in my opinion.
Maybe if it's a laser blaster from Star Wars, but that's not
heighten the.
I'll just wear a mirror bodysuit, and I'll be safe in the Star Wars universe.
Oh, good Bob coming in here. Gotta put his 2 cents in.
I have some problems with Star Wars lore, so unless it's the Knights of the Republic, that's the best.
I think the problem is it's just too popular compared to the others. Space.
It's too stupid. Well, I guess that's
too popular a series, Bob. That's the problem.
Oh.
Perhaps I should tone down its popularity a bit. Perhaps it should be more like that Star Trek movie, a little less popular.
Well, but
that might be the way to go.
Far better than the last Star Wars movie, though. One of the worst movies I ever saw. Garbage.
I mean, anyway, when you transfer everything into a love story, perhaps that's the case, Bob. Perhaps that's the case.
Are you talking about Star Wars? Because there's no love story.
Talking about Star Trek.
There's no love story in Star Trek.
It's basically an action movie now.
Oh man. Well, we should have a nerd show, Element, where we just talk about stupid stuff like this.
Okay. Anyways, back to this game, Bob. We've got the very same openings we've seen every single time. Stargate coming out on this side. Actually, as you say that, you have lied. You have lied terribly, because Marine Lord's opening is different. Different indeed. Different indeed. Looks like he's going to try and get a really quick Widow Mine into his opponent's base. That's my belief. That is my belief.
Alright, well, I'll just take your word for it, Element.
Sorry, I was shutting something down really quick.
Alright, you do that. And
these Marines coming out, poking away in the face of the Adept. What do we have, Bob?
Oh, I was just going to say the exact same thing. But hey.
Okay.
It's all good.
Get to it.
It means we're on the same page for once in our life, Element. It's a rare moment.
So here's the question, Bobby.
You should cherish it.
I will never be on your page, but here's the question. I am chapters ahead. Here's the question, though, Bob. We have an Oracle coming out. I'm on the next book, Bob.
Waiting for the question.
In fact, the author stopped writing that series of books, and now he's writing a new series of books.
Here we go.
And it's already coming out in a movie. And that's where I am. That's where I am at right now. Anyways, with everything moving out, what will stop this Oracle, Bob? Or will,
pretty sure the
will it
books
be
are almost
seen?
always better than the movie element.
Oh, got a couple blips. Not in this case. This guy knew what he was doing. This Oracle's gonna get damage done if it moves in right now. If it doesn't, then it's terrible.
You absolutely need to move in
Okay,
right now.
there
Marine
we
Lord
go.
has no
Dear
army
Lord, move
position.
in, my man.
Oh, what's he going the long way for?
Let me just move all the way around and get close to your Marines for you.
Yeah.
At the same time, Bob, my God, this is the worst Oracle. I mean, it had free reign, and then it poked 3 of them. He must have been looking at something else or something.
Must have been. And his drop is actually keep it further occupied.
Oh, my mine! Bob the mine! Okay. Whew. That got a little dangerous. Some diciness there, if you want to call it that.
He will get out just in the nick of time.
6 adepts coming in, Bob. What will face off against them? That's the real question.
That's a good question, Elma, as there's 0 army back at home here for Marine Lord. These adepts
Well, that was unfortunate.
There's so much derping going around in this game.
I know. This is the derpiest derp. That was hilarious to me.
Not a clean game, that's for sure. As eventually these adepts are going to get picked off, perhaps. This mine, a little bit far away, could really use its help here to deal with these adepts, but I guess the stim, or the non-stim bio alone, enough to take care of these adepts.
Okay, I think these guys are going to calm back down here, get back to their normal selves, because they're capable of so much better.
Oh, yeah.
This could have been over on both sides.
Definitely.
But
right.
starting
So
up the third is DNS. We're gonna get that forge going. We'll get his beforehand. I expect Resident Glaives to come out, and that's what we've seen him comfortable with. 2 medevacs crossing the map. Not much actually. Should be able to cancel his third. I don't think there's any way to stop this. Is Protoss. Let's just see here. Yeah, I mean, there's what, 3 mines in there?
Yeah, he has quite a bit of mines. He can burrow them now.
This could be the way to
Oh, gets lifted up by the Phoenix. Very nice play there. But,
oh my, the mine! Hitting on his own units!
well, the mine did actually hit, but only picked up a couple units there, lowering their shields.
Yeah, I think it took out the Phoenix. But the mine hit his own units as well, which did the real damage. And now this third will go up.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Oh, got raided by Raven's 2v2 and his 2 minions. Thank you.
Oh, thanks so much, man.
Host.
Raiding us.
Hopefully you were here as well. Oracle gets taken out on the other side of the map, Bob. I think it got a couple workers. 16 and fallen in total, 38 to 57 right now, so I suppose it did. Third CC is finished, though, not yet turned into an orbital. Perhaps it'll happen shortly. Oh, welcome to the Gauntlet. Let's try this name out. Oh, I missed it. I missed the name, so looks like we won't be trying that. Bob, you can talk for a bit.
All right, so we have the third Nexus rather for DNS up and running yet again. This seems to be his staple, doing very similar builds between these games so far. This is the 3rd game again, guys, of this series, tied 1-1. Now DNS likes this economic lead he's enjoying with Marine Lord only on 2 bases. 3rd CC, as Elmet did point out earlier on, now only finished and built and flying over to the 3rd base location. So DNS will definitely be enjoying an economic lead for the time being. Now, this is a hard map to crack here. With these rocks, there's a lot of delay. Definitely gonna be no surprises here on DNS's side of things. And looks like, look at this little push that Marine Lord thought better of. He scanned in, saw, it's like, you know what? Nope, maybe another day.
I think this is the classic, the thing Day 9 always used to talk about. When you're pushing out, make sure you throw your expansion out at the same time and just taking the map for a little bit so we can do that safely.
Yeah.
And we saw that take place. It's now at its rightful spot. Mules will be dropped shortly. Bam. Mulage.
Has so much mulage. All right, what do we got for tech here coming out of DNS element? We have a lot of gateways here finished. Resident Glaives not being researched first this time. We got Blink, in fact, about to pop, +1 attack, about to finish as well. Could this definitely, could this signal a timing attack of sorts for our Protoss player? I'm not sure.
The worst.
I'd expect as much.
Revelation ever. It's hilarious.
Oh, you missed the revelation?
Oh, it just hit the ground.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
All right, this rocks at the front of this 3rd base going to be cleared for DNS, likely to open up a pathway for his continued aggression should he choose to do so. I expect DNS to get aggressive. He's on 3 bases, fully saturated. The supply's starting to get up there. We got Colossus on the way, so maybe he's going to wait.
Colossus on the way. War Prism in the top left there, probably going to do some drop at the same time as he moves out into the front. It's my expectation, at least. This poor Cyclone perhaps going to be trapped. We do have Blink done, correct? Yes. Blink away, my friend. Blink away. Or not. Just kill him.
All right, so it looks like Marine Lord's going to be the aggressor here, moving across the map, try to contest DNS. DNS does have that Colossus, ever so important Colossus guys popping up, but we have its upgrade.
Adepts come in to the third. Glaive's not done yet, so they're not the craziest things ever. In fact, they don't really do anything. And they
they're
shade
so
right
slow
into the army, and they'll be taken out now.
Yeah, their attack speed is so slow without Resident Glaive.
Dealt with fairly well.
Well, I guess the most important thing, though, it pulled back Marine Lord's army, unless Marine Lord wasn't planning on attacking to begin with, but he was over halfway across the map by the time that drop occurred.
I mean, his upgrade here for the armor is just finishing up, and he has a later game plan, it looks like, with Liberators coming out and Liberator range probably about to start.
Oh, nice
oh my god! Oh my god! Loses a couple libs for nothing.
Yeah, 2 libs for nothing indeed. We got still the one big giant head
force
element.
Field wall.
Yeah, splits up half of Marine Lord's army with only 1 Colossus. So he's really, you can tell he's very tepid. He's trepidation to attack here. He does not want to go into this freedom zones without Thermal Lance. Well, Thermal Lance, is it done yet? Not yet. Very close though. Okay, he'll just hold this top of this ramp. No need to go down it.
Force field again. Oh, that would have been beautiful.
Very close indeed. All behind this, we have DNS securing a 4th base. With no 4th CC yet for a Marine Lord, as really he only recently secured his 3rd. So again, enjoying an economic lead is DNS, and he's got to push now with 2 giant heads element
big
across the map.
Lib range on the way, Bob. 3 libs at a time. Armory going to finish up here as well, so he'll go into those later upgrades for the bio as well. Though it looks like we'll have a good lead. The +1 attack finishing up. We have the Tempest transition also taken away. Just starting up now, so
I believe it's going to be Carrier's element.
No, it's not. Well,
one can believe. I haven't seen Carrier's in a long time.
I don't know. I don't even want to talk about that.
Makes me sad when we talk about it, so I'm in agreement.
Yeah, I think we'll, yeah, I'd like to say we'll see Carriers again someday, but I don't want to make promises that I can't keep.
Oh, that's great. Supplies are even between both players, despite the base up lead here for DNS.
Oh, he's going to push down the ramp. Oh Lord, I don't know if this is the choke you want to fight through.
Yeah, that's pretty hard, especially with the force fields going down. These Resident Glaive powered Adepts are putting in a lot of work too, as well as these Colossus. 1 Colossus still super low in health element. The 3rd Colossus, 3 big giant heads element will join the fray, and that is exactly what needs to close the deal.
On Colossus, number 4. 3rd.
Number 3.
4. Let's call him number 4. Why not?
Yeah.
There's another one in production. He's somewhere. This is the Iron Giant.
Well, he has the magic number of Colossus element. He could push in, but that 1 Colossus is very low in health. Wait for it to reload shields, especially running up that ramp with the freedom zone available. Not exactly smart. Very good play.
You are who you choose to be, Bob.
Sit back.
You are who you choose to be.
I don't even know what you're saying, Element.
Oh, you clearly haven't watched Iron Giant, so I'm just going to stop talking about it.
I have not watched it.
Well, this is highly unfortunate. Okay, so good vision here for DNS. I'd just like to point that out as well. Some vision on either side. So Liberators coming in probably shouldn't be able to get much done if it does happen later on. Although we haven't really seen much the whole time. 4th CC coming out here. I don't know if he'll be able to take that spot, though. With Liberator range, he actually has a pretty secure hold on it. And he'll probably turn this into a planetary, I'd expect, like we saw last game. Let's see. Let's see, Bob.
All right, right now let's look at the upgrades. We got a 2-2 Protoss versus a 1-1 Terran player. We got Tempest on the way, extended Thermal Lance research for Colossus. You can't attack this ramp with the range that they have now. And Freedom Zone's available for the Liberators. They do have their range, so that's a nice little advantage for this Liberator force, ever-growing Liberator force. But as we pointed out...
Oh, the Blink Stalkers, Bob! Boom! One! Oh, what? Didn't finish it off all at once.
I know, I'm kind of surprised, too. How did you not one-shot that?
Yeah, must have...
Somewhere in range.
Yeah, I should have blonked a little bit later, I think, perhaps.
But nonetheless, he shuts down that drop with those
vision we're talking about.
Yeah.
Sees all across the map, knows what's up. We got 5 big heads now, Bob. Tempests are approaching as well. How many we got here? 4 in total, 2 more about to come out. Does he... Okay, he'll see with the pylon, the drop coming down from the south or the north there. But boost in, maybe it gets to the natural, who can say?
Yeah, maybe you could get some aggression done with that Warp Prism, or get some damage done rather with that Warp Prism. Now we have about, what, 4 Tempests on the field so far, another 2 about to pop. They'll start to be soon to be able to one-shot these Liberators and eliminate the siege zone that Marine Lord has set up for himself, try to contest this base. But in the meantime, we have these Adepts trying to get some work done in the natural and third base of Marine Lord, but they do get cleaned up pretty handily. In the meantime,
got some Photon over Russell with this drop in the natural.
Yeah. Not bad. That
A couple more pylons there. Perhaps he can Russell again. Oh, fight happening in the middle, Bob. Here it is. Laser beams from the sky, though. My God.
My God. Oh, there's so many big gunheads, guys.
No, although. GG.
I mean, there's so much frying going on. I mean, up a tiny little ramp with force fields too. I don't care how many freedom zones you have. You're not winning that day. Oh wow, that was devastating. I was talking about how Marine Lord's positioning and engagements were so good in game number 1. These last 2 games, man, he's been taking the worst ones he could. It's not his style, man. That's just not him. He's not playing right.
Meverol in chat says, "I love bets. Love you guys. Love gambling. Love alcohol. Love kebabs. Love chat."
This guy just loves life.
Kebabs one is the best part.
I love kebabs.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I'm gonna take a look
Laser
at chat.
beams, Bob. Pew pew pew.
What's
We need a
chat
pew.
saying?
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. Random guy says Dasan Station is an amazing map. I personally love it too. I say it all the time. Some of the most, and he says it creates non-standard games. I wish more maps did that. Yes, that's exactly what I've been saying. It's a really fun map to watch. Always ends up showing something completely different. It's not you're not gonna see the standard openers from these players. You're just not gonna do it. You're either gonna see a cheese, some sort of counter cheese, some sort of all in, maybe a turtle build, but then ends up not turning out so well for them. And we've seen that a variety of times. Actually, often be Terran player turtling on, staying on the 2 bases, not taking the gold, taking the natural, safe natural behind their main base, and it's just like, or by their main base, I should say. But try turtling up. It definitely creates some fun stuff on.
What are you doing? Are you dying over there, Bob?
Oh, I just lost train of thought. Well, because you said something, I thought you were going to say something further.
I was going to amend my earlier statement. Ravens2v2 in the chat says he had 60-some viewers. I suppose the Stream Labs, as it's called now, otherwise known as Twitch Alerts, in the past, gave us the wrong number. Either way, 260. Thank you for that, host. That's always welcome. Big shout out to you. And we're going to jump into game number 4 here, Bob.
That's right.
Are you ready for it?
I am indeed.
You're getting what you asked for.
Okay. Well, also in chat, it feels said Thermalance. I did say Thermalance at first. That's right. It's extended Thermalance is the research. I just
Resonating Lance.
I was blabbering.
Wow, that'd be sick. Okay, Bob, in the bottom right corner, it is the Terran player down 2-1 at this point. Stimming up the ramps as he does, it is Marine Lord. With the scout out is the Protoss player in the top left corner, DNS. But, yeah, sometimes Bob says stuff and, you can't really trust him to finish his thoughts. Sometimes they go nowhere, sometimes they don't.
Most of the time they go somewhere, Elman. Unless I think you're going to say something now.
Unless somewhere is nowhere.
Outer Limits episode.
Oh lord. This show's been dead for like 10 years.
You take that back. You take that back!
I watch it every day!
It's alive in me!
Yeah, it lives in you.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh, tears. Mufasa. It's a terrible death. Never forget. So, got the Robo nice and fast here. It's an interesting play. Maybe drops down 5 more gates and goes for it, Bob.
I mean,
you're
it's a little bit faster than before.
6 gate all in.
Correct. Me and 6 gate all in? I'm pretty sure you pretty much invented that.
If I did, I found it from your stream, mechanic.
M-Canning.
McBobbin.
Love M-Canning stream. Best stream. Times. Either way, we have between both players, again, similar openings between, for the most part, at least for Marine Lord. Oh, there's a slight switch up here for DNS, getting that very fast robotics facility. Maybe just pump out an observer. Yep, there it is. Real quick. Stay safe from any sort of mine drops. He's in a pretty good position, guys. This is a 2-1 lead for DNS over Marine Lord. This is a best of 5, so this is match point to face Daishi in the finals. Definitely something DNS is wanting to do. A lot of money on the line this event as well. Almost $700 for first place, $340 for second, and $170 for third and fourth. So all these players are in the money, but a heck of a lot more is available at the top.
Yeah, nice amount. Missing one Mariner there. Is Marine Lord's medevac, though he probably has a second popping later on that'll pick up the rest, perhaps. Not Overseer. Observer seeing nothing. Completely in the dark about this drop.
It is. And so he really, well, he's getting another Observer, though.
If he can focus down this first pylon here before it gets overcharged, that could be really huge. Oh, he's actually going to get the third. Well, the guy going out for the third. And this Stalker's here.
Gonna have to try to micro against these Marines. The Marines will pull away in the medevac, and
no combat shields yet, no stim, so a couple Stalkers are a good match for them. We'll have a secondary drop come out with a mine in tow. That could make matters a little different.
Yeah, it'll get a lot more complicated here. We still have that drop alive and well here for Marine Lord. Joining up is the second drop with a mine, as Element did point out. Definitely expand the utility of this force as we're going to try to cancel this third base yet again. We have some Stalkers and Adepts ready here. We got a pylon ready for full to overcharge, but the Mothership Core is nowhere in sight. The mine does drop. We'll get one Adept. Nice spread here from DNS. Didn't take any more splash damage unnecessarily on his Stalkers.
That's a lot of Stalkers now, though. And Blink finishing up, Bob. I think both these medevacs are going to fall. Oh, it's close. Never mind.
Blink's a little bit too far away with the boost. He will get away.
Oh, they stopped. Oh, you swung too soon, Bob.
Why did he stop? Oh, no.
Never go full bobbin. He went full bobbin.
Oh, full bobbin indeed.
That could be GG, Bob. I don't know if he'll have enough to stop a Blink Stalker all in. Warp Prism on the way. Who can say? Not you. You don't speak ever. You've been wrong too many times before.
Well, there's this one tank here available for Marine Lord pulling the boys.
One tank versus extremely good Blink, Bob. Come on. DNS ain't no chump.
He's just trying to pick apart that wall. He needs some high ground vision to start to spread Marine Lord in. But
first mine goes down. Second mine, not yet going down. Perhaps it'll never go down. Perhaps it'll live.
I don't know, this is an interesting element. Okay, let's look at this. We do have high ground vision capable. We have an observer sitting right over top of DNS's Blink Stalker forces, but instead he's going to go back home.
Yeah, he's got his third almost.
This is the Blink Stalker map. I bet there's a whole cliff here. There's nothing in the main base to defend.
If he knew that there was no combat shields and no stim, he'd go for it. He'd do it. It would be over.
I mean, now Marine Lord is getting in position.
I don't think he's keyed on that, though. I don't think he's keyed on that.
He definitely...
But there's no stim, and there's no combat shields, right? So you just blink in and win at that point. But I don't think he understands that.
He could click on the guy. He could tell.
And, Bob, don't ruin everything. Come on now.
It's not like it's a mystery to him.
He's not over top of it. He was getting hit in the face with tanks and Blink Micro in his heart.
He had an observer over his arm.
No time to click.
I know. I'm just saying it's so close. He could have closed the game there. But he's now pulling back. I think he waited too long.
I think combat shields is completely missed. Actually, should have been done with that earlier push. I think he's missed it entirely. I don't think he even realized.
Combat shield's not researched at all. Stim isn't even.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, both of them weren't done. If he knew that, he would have blunk in and won the game. But that stings. Whoa! 5 more gates coming in, Bob. This is what you do all the time. Adepts and go. That's your line.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna say what I do like about DNS.
No.
What I do like about DNS' position, he's denying a third base. He secured his own third, playing it super safe. So again, I was hoping he'd do some Blink shenanigans into the main base. Overall, I gotta respect this play. He's kept Marine Lord locked down for that long. Marine Lord knew exactly there's a massive Blink Stalker army sitting outside his natural. He didn't want to push out until he had enough tanks and enough upgrades with stim. That's what he was waiting for. Just getting stim researched and then pushing out. Now, speaking of upgrades, we have Resident Glades about to pop here for DNS. Dark Shrine, about halfway done. He hasn't been sitting on his laurels the whole time. He's been
I feel like we're going to get some Archons and a big bust going on here. Combat shield is finishing up though, I did notice that. That's really good. Scary otherwise. Depth 2 shot you.
Yep.
Breaking through the rocks. Only mean one thing. Time to go. And go he shall.
Go he shall indeed.
Maybe
Third base is secured. This is something we've seen from DNS before. Get the third base, maybe pop down a fourth, go for an attack. See what happens. Let the chips fall as they may. Although he set himself pretty good to definitely favor the odds, put the odds in his favor. Will he wait for robotics, for his robotics bay though, Element? Just like he did in the previous games. Just wait for that, then push. Maybe he's gonna poke ahead with this. Oh, he's poking
Person
ahead
going to the main, Bob, dropping a couple adepts, warping at the same time. Oh man, Marine Lord steams a large chunk of his army into the main, leaving his tank completely undefended at the front. And he's coming in from the right side. There's nothing there. Oh boy,
there is a force of, well, there is a force of bio near these tanks at the front line, but
but they're not in position.
Yeah.
They're out of position.
They are out of position.
Oh boy, 2 tanks go down. Third one gets focused. Force fields to the right. Not yet happening, but it's bound to happen. DT's warped in too. Oh lord.
Yeah, DT's forcing some scans down. He does shade in on top of the forces of Marine Lord. This third base is under assault. The forces from the main base or Marine Lord will come in and try to end this army of DNS, but DNS will blink underneath these liberators immediately. Focus on them down. That's it. So quick. Wow.
Yeah. You called
Beautiful.
It's pretty nice.
That was just really good play from DNS, guys. He just picked himself up after his first game and just went for it. I mean, these aren't, I wouldn't even call that an all-in. He was taking such a good engagements. He was getting his tech behind this. He had his robotics bay down. He's ready to rock for tech transition. The only thing that didn't happen was the fourth base hadn't gone down yet. I mean, it could have very well been on the way. It would have been a little bit later than perhaps he'd like, but I mean, he smelled blood in the water. He saw that engagement that he opened up for himself with the drop and warp in the main base, split up a significant chunk of Marine Lord's forces, leaving his tanks exposed. He had some Marines and Marauders there, but as Element did point out, they're out of position, not over the tanks. Tanks got blinked upon, immediately focused down, and that was pretty much it. No way you're holding that from then on. So well played from DNS. So that means DNS faces Daichi in the best of 7 finals in this O Gaming's Top Dogs, brought to you by O Gaming and Gauntlet SC2. You can follow the Gauntlet series on Twitter at Gauntlet SC2. You can follow O Gaming on Twitter at O Gaming SC2. I'm Bobby Awesome. With me is Element. A joy to be here with you guys today, just hanging out. And let's see what chat has to say about that. Yes, it was a best of 5.
Oh wow, we're $5 away from reaching that donation goal. Interesting.
Really? Wow.
Notice that. Well, yeah, I guess because Papa Mitch just went ham.
Well, that's right.
And we had Link 75 just before that. Pretty cool.
Mevril says, DNS better than MC on this. Oh, well, he definitely, I mean, I see what he did. He played it super safe. I guess you could say he's better. MC probably would have blunk into the main base and tried to kill Marine Lord there, and probably would have worked too. But either way, whatever choice DNS made there, he made the right choices leading up to it and enabled him. He's like, okay, I got choice A, choice B, blink in, do some damage, win the game there, or be super safe, fall back, securing my third, get more tech up, and then attack, and splitting up Marine Lord's forces. And that's exactly what it did. It was just textbook Protoss play, nothing cheesy about it, just standard, man. There was no all-in about this either. It was really well done. Love it. And there was some inattentiveness from Marine Lord, a little lack of response too. I think that's without question something that happened there too. And
anyways, Bob, tell them the story of all the changes coming in the new patch.
Oh boy!
I go ahead and get this bracket set up.
All right, I shall do that. All right, guys, we have a lot happening in the StarCraft 2 community today, and you guys who watch this stream all know me. Me being Bobby Awesome, in this case, you can't tell.
Well, that's a little bit. Dear Lord.
Is that, I love StarCraft. StarCraft, best game on planet Earth. It just is. It's the most tactically interesting game, most fun game to watch, and there's so much variety to it. Now, Blizzard has stepped it up in the last couple of years, and I gotta give credit where credit is due. Man, they are amazing right now. And considering we just got patch 3.6. Now, patch 3.6 gave us a lot of changes here and there. We got like matchmaking in the test maps for new proposed balance changes. We got Alarak in co-op mode. There's a whole bunch of different things we got, and a new map as well in co-op mode, which is actually really fun. I love Alarak too, best. And so now we got patch 3.7 for StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void on the way. For those not in the know or those who may have forgotten, patch 3.7 introduces some of the most changes we had since launch, man. Since the launch of Legacy of the Void. Or maybe even since the launch of StarCraft 2 in general, considering this. All right, guys, we got...
Oh, Bob, hold on.
Yes, Element.
Lib75 and Papa Mitch both went ahead and did it. Did it at the same time, too. Hold on, Bob. Just give me a second.
All right, I'll give you a second. It sounds like
Lib75 said, Bobbin saved. Hit us with that $5. Papa Mitch came in right after and said, the more the words, the less the meaning. So they both hit us with the 5 to finish off the saving of the Bobbin.
Wow.
$10 more.
So the
Papa Mitch going ham. Lib75 also right in there.
Wow, thanks guys so much. That means Save the Bobbin Foundation or Max's Bobbin Foundation, Save the Bobbin Initiative was successful. Yet again.
Wow. You're no Mega Man, but you've donned the Dark Knight cape, that's for sure.
Better, faster,
Bobbin
stronger.
has been saved. Thank you for the good people.
$1 million man. Yeah, that's... Wow, thank you guys so much. Honestly, that means a lot to us. Supports our stream, and allows us to continue doing what we're doing. And we hope you guys enjoy what we're doing, because we definitely try hard in putting these things together. And we have a whole lot coming up in the future. Before I get back to that StarCraft, cool changes coming to StarCraft soon, I want to talk about our schedule briefly. Tomorrow, we have the $50 Gauntlet Season 1... Season 1. Oh my god, talking about Gauntlet Season 2 qualifier. So $50 on the line in that event, plus the winner will qualify for Friday's $100 Gauntlet event, where 4 players will battle out. So again, tomorrow's an open qualifier. Anybody can join. That means you dudes, all you guys and gals, you can join up and play in tomorrow's qualifier. It would be a blast. Maybe we even end up casting you. Who knows? And that's part of the joy. And there's money on the line, some Gauntlet glory as well, to make your way through the veritable Gauntlet. And of course, Thursday we do Go for SC2, and Friday is the aforementioned $100 Gauntlet Season 2, number 2. Then next week, we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming. With Amateur Hour will be back, and we're so stoked for that series. It's a new series we run. Money on the line, where we have anybody Diamond and below participating in these events. We did a Diamond League one last week. Sheer Shaddai, you'll see him in chat. You'll see him all over the place. He won that event. Very awesome indeed. Very sick build he did. Performance was immaculate, to say the least. And so we've done 2 Amateur Hours so far, and it's going to be an ongoing series. We love it, because the noobs need love too, guys. And we're all noobs. And we all need love. And so that's what this event is about. It's create a community of positivity. And so that brings me to this. Positivity. What Blizzard has done in patch 3.7 is introduce a lot of much sought after, much requested features that we've been wanting since pretty dang near launch. Such as, they have introduced a new tab. So at the top of your screen, you got your play, custom ladder, all this different menu interface in StarCraft 2. And one of the things is collections, it's called. It'll be added. That's where you can organize all your skins, your unit animations, like your dance animations and stuff, your portraits, so your avatars, emoticons, like your chat emoticons and whatnot, and announcer packs. So that's something that's new too. So like when you're in game, it says not enough pylons or something like that, or build more pylons. All these different things that it may say. You have your Zerg, Terran Protoss, whatever it may be. Now, there's announcers. So they have Kerrigan, Abathur, Swan, Artanis, and Alarak. Those are the announced voices that will be your notification system while playing StarCraft. And it doesn't matter what race you play, you can choose whichever voice you want. And I mean, come on, let's be serious, guys. Those are awesome. Like Kerrigan, love it. I mean, the question is, Kerrigan, did they get Trisha Helfer to voice it? I hope so, because I mean, she's the voice of, in my opinion, she is Kerrigan. And then Abathur, who's just awesome anyway. And then they got all these cool guys. Artanis is really awesome, but Alarak, let's be real. Alarak is the one everybody's going to be picking, right? I mean, I know I am. 100% all day, Alarak. And I'm pretty sure, by the sounds of it, I heard like little clips from it. John Delancey, sounds like John Delancey, so really hope it is too. Obviously from Star Trek Q, being his Q in Star Trek series. And he did the voice for Alarak in the campaign. It was just amazing. He's such a good voice actor. And so that's just one thing that's announced. This is all DLC stuff. So this is stuff we've been asking for because we love StarCraft. We want it to succeed. We want it to continue going. Plus, we want some cool stuff to help keep it reinvigorated. Keep it invigorated, I guess. And this is definitely a big step in that direction. It's just a huge. It's really a paradigm shift. And when you're playing games, it's just that immersiveness. Getting new voices.
Bob, jump in the lobby too.
All right, I shall do that. Another error. Invite me. I can't even join it on you. Why is that?
Oh, I'll send you the invite here. There you are.
All right, so now entering lobby 4, game number 1. This best of 7 DNS versus Daishi. Actually, we're starting up right now. I'll get back to the. I'll get back to it right now as we're just loading up the map. So, what other changes have occurred besides that, and which is amazing as it is? Workers can spray decals on the ground. Like, in Counter-Strike, you were able to, kill an opponent and you could spray paint on their body. All BM-like? Yeah, you could do that too with workers. Oh, that's pretty awesome with decals. Oh, it's amazing. You could change your, by your Nexus or where your main base is, you have this little team portrait that floats there. You could actually change that to one of your portraits, your in-game portraits. I think that's pretty cool. There's a lot of in-game portraits available, so that'll be awesome to see. And Nova is being added to co-op. I love co-op mode. It is it's revolutionary. It's amazing to play, fun, it's varied, and the heroes are super cool. And so Nova's being added to that. I mean, Alarak just recently got added, and I haven't even maxed them out yet. I just haven't had time to play that much co-op, but have Nova added so soon after Alarak, that's pretty sick. And they're what, $5 or something? Totally worth it. You get so many hours to play out of those things. And also purchasable skins too. So you get to skin units, to stalkers, roaches, marauders. Those are the ones that have been shown so far. There's likely to be many others. That's something people have been wanting to do. Customize their experience in StarCraft 2. I want my stalker to look different than normal. All right, I'll purchase the skin and and use it. That's exactly what brought CS:GO out of the brink. In the beginning was customizations, DLC.
I mean, it's still the biggest.
It is.
See people talking about. In fact,
yeah.
They have like drops in the chat now, where you get stuff. Just watching the tournament, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that is
I can
really
see
cool.
them doing that in like BlizzCon even. In fact, they probably will.
I mean, they kind of already have in a way with you're watching an event and you get a new
That's
portrait.
true. I expect some like skins or something. Bob, is this finals a best of 7 or best of 5?
Best of 7.
Nice. Anyways, we're going in here, guys. We have in the bottom right corner our Protoss player. It's DNS. And in the top right, Terran player. So once again, non-mirror. It's Daishi. And he took out Drogo earlier in the day.
Yeah, pretty dominant.
That was a pretty interesting game. I think I would have, if you gave me these two lineups, you said Daishi versus Drogo and DNS versus Marine Lord, I would have taken the other two, and I've had the opportunity to pick. Oh. But these guys showed they are more than capable of taking on those two players.
Yeah, some of the highest level French players in the scene just got taken out by DNS, who's been around for quite some time, but lesser known as far as accomplishments are concerned. Daishi, he's been around the scene, foreign tournaments all over the place. He's well established. He's expected to do well, but against PT Drogo, who's,
NG Bay, going down the blocks of mining.
But actually, to be honest, like Daishi made PT Drogo look not good. It was just maybe it's an off day for him and Marine Lord too. It was they definitely did not live up.
Yeah, Drogo committed a couple places where he didn't really have to bonk on top of this mine sometimes. Yeah, I think perhaps just the games weren't the best he could have played. But we have this Liberator coming out, 2 more gates added on, Warp Gate, about 2/3 of the way done. So might see the same Adept, couple Adepts at the front with the Oracle flying in.
All right, Daishi's gonna be pretty safe from this. From any potential aggression here. There's quite a lot of Marines sitting parked over his mineral line. The Oracle will move in, perhaps we're even right into these Marines if DNS is not paying attention. We'll see who gets the shot off first. Okay, no, nice. DNS
get the worker at the front. Oh, maybe not.
There's a lot of Marines well positioned here from Daishi. We'll chase away DNS's Oracle just nicely. both players paying attention. No slip-ups yet, because you know, some players sometimes just rally the Oracle in and lose it.
Adepts with this too, though, and so that might complicate things a little bit. Though the complete wall off is done now, so unless he opens the front door and lets them in, should be fine.
Yeah, because as good as adepts are, they are not good at taking down buildings.
Yeah,
you're losing buildings.
I mean, it gets to the point though when
wrong.
there's 6 adepts on you and 2 oracles in the air, and you just kind of die. Has happened, as Bobbin knows. Oh, can you get this working before it's complete? No. So that bunker being up all low and you know, shuts us down basically. And he shades himself back home. Knows he's not going to get too much more damage down there. Picks off a lot of Marines in the main, though he's going to lose 1 oracle for it. He saw the Marines coming from the south and got a little bit scared there. Didn't pull away in time though. Reaper goes out. Gonna finally get the scout out. He's been playing fairly blind this whole game, only seeing the natural expansion.
Yeah, we got a pretty healthy force from DNS. Gonna drop down his robotics facility as he's securing his 3rd base. About halfway done for DNS. What do we have economically for Daishi? No CC on the way, so sticking on 2 bases for now. We got this Oracle actually kind of dancing in the natural base, forcing a reaction from Daishi, but he's not committing to try to kill any of those SCVs. Is DNS again poking into the main base, just looking at the location of Daishi's army, saying, yeah, all your Marines are still back at home, nothing crazy going on. We have 2 medevacs about to pop. I expect Daishi to maybe even go for some sort of counter aggression with a drop, as he is indeed lifting up 2 medevacs worth of Marines and gonna boost his way across the map. But it looked like
the Oracle may have pump out or no. I think
DNS saw it happening.
Okay, Daishi did see the 3rd Nexus from DNS with his Reaper down there, so he knows what's up. And Armor's in a pretty good spot here. Although if he just boosts right into the main, perhaps he can get himself in a little bit of trouble. Only 2 stalkers.
That's not meant to be, not yet. He will unload his army here at the foot of the
weird force field.
3rd base.
I think he tried to shade out.
DNS.
Decided to drop a mana force field instead, as Bob would call it.
It'd definitely be a manner force. Oh wow, this is an interesting engagement. They're gonna try to focus on some of these workers.
First medevac.
Yeah.
Although he's got some stalkers coming into the main. So for over Russell, should be just fine.
Yeah, photon overcharge.
Oh no!
He loses militia core. Oh no! Oh, wow, that's actually pretty devastating. He did get 1 photon overcharge down though in the main base, which will ward off Daishi's force for just that much longer.
He's gonna lose his Stargate too. I think this is pretty much. Well, I guess if he, no, he's gonna focus. Oh nope, changes his mind.
All right, DNS is kind of getting split apart here. He's losing a couple, defensive gateway unit warp-ins here. He only just now started mining again at his 3rd base with these workers. They're sitting there after that failed drop attack this whole time. That's like a full minute at least of all these workers not mining. A lot of potential.
Now he's getting hit at the top and in his natural at the same time. DNS double attacking, doesn't have the photon over Russell.
Yeah, we got to lose
both sentries there.
Well, attack to the north, well, actually did get chased away, but as you did say, some units do fall.
Some multitasking here.
Yeah, just these couple of Marines from Daishi putting in so much work. The medevac will eventually get cleaned out. Blink has finished, but at what cost, Element? Let's look at the worker supply. 63, so it's still probably up behind all.
Bob, I think. Oh, it's close. No, saves it.
Does get away. We have 63 probes to the 52 SCVs of Daishi. So it's still
it was up at
even.
the 70 level just prior to this, but
yeah,
that was some damage that was done. He'll get those back out to get that count back up. And what do we have? He's pumping in more gates here, which makes sense. I think he only had 3 earlier. Oh, he's only okay. There's a large number finished in the main actually.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Total.
There's like a bunch of gateways there.
Well, I suppose it's finished up at some point. I don't know. I don't know, Bob. I know he had 3 earlier.
I believe that might have been the case. All right, we got this Oracle though, throwing down some revelations, spotting exactly the move out here from a Daishi. Does not put revelation on this big force.
Will forever be seen. He knows what's up.
Yeah, man, there's gonna be no surprises here. Now let's look at the composition here for DNS. He does have does not have resonating glaives. Where's my production tab element? There it is. It's about 3/4
finishing up here.
Just over 3/4 of the way done.
Won't be done in time for this fight though if he attacks right now. We've got a drop coming in from the bottom. I mean, not a drop, just walking across the map with some army units. A little bit of a split off happening here, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, I really like this idea.
That Guardian shield. Pop the Guardian. Oh god, mine takes it out anyways.
Yeah, and he will lift up, leave, maybe run to the main base. It's actually splitting DNS apart. Photon Overrussell does go down at the front, I guess to the north here of the natural base. will get chased away, does Daishi's forces, but in the meantime, we got the drop in the main base now.
No, he's not gonna
forcing a warp in, and these depths immediately get taken down as they're warping in the stim bio left in the contested. There's motion force still alive though. Yeah, another Fortune Overcharge does go down. Will chase away Daishi's forces, but he's deciding to focus against these stalkers, picking up a few for his troubles, going back into the third base of DNS. DNS forced to do these defensive warp-ins, which are just not effective. His supply is starting to plummet a little bit compared to that of his Protoss opponent as he's securing his third base. It's now mining fully. So this has been
down
a very
to 52
successful
workers
attack.
is he now? No, the mines, don't blink into it. Oh, Lord.
Oh, wow, that softened up a lot of these adepts. Another
Okay,
mine hit,
nice
actually, Element. But yeah, he did blink away for the most part there. So
Let's get an observer out. Does he have one on the map yet? Yes, he does. Where is that bad boy? Okay, it's in his... It's coming up, actually. Should be there shortly. If he wants to deal with it.
All right, so he did chase away this force, but it did a lot of damage. That was multiple.
Oh, that's a huge bio army coming next, Bob. I don't know. It's looking scary.
It's a big bio force, but but the bonus is at least it's spotted. But that being said, he can hardly contest with what's here right now. Even these marauders depowering 2 warp gates. That's just a slap in the face. That is an absolute slap in the face. And they're gonna go wait for it to consolidate with the rest of these forces from Daishi as they move south to try to perhaps end this game here. There's no splash damage, no force fields to speak of, only 2 sentries on the field. Splitting up this force will be a little bit more difficult.
There's 4 mines at the frontier, Bob.
Well, these Liberators do walk into their death though, so that's at least...
Yeah, Liberator range not yet done. Once it finishes up, then those will be more effective, so perhaps we'll bring those back later on. Still a lot of mines. Might want to pick up and attack from... Oh, he's going to kill his own mine if he... Oh, no, wait, these aren't collapsibles. Come on, Bob.
Come on, Element.
That's a lot of Protoss now. I don't know if this is the best engagement.
Yeah, especially attacking up the ramp here. There's not a whole lot of medevacs. There's only 2 medevacs. They do have a lot of energy available, but still, again, the utility of this force is dwindling as time moves on, especially with the good Blink Micro available from DNS, not losing a whole lot of Stalkers here, Element. And against Marauders, that's definitely saying something. We've got 1-1 Marauders versus
a drop
1-1
in the
Stalkers.
bottom left, though, for those units coming back into play and stopping the mining there, so that was happening this whole time. A couple Stalkers go down to that mine hit, and yeah, gets a couple more workers. Gets quite a few, actually. We get another one here.
Yeah, again, it's just that multi-pronged attack. Daishi's just going to leave the natural base, seeing that the mothership core with full energy is there. Forego that altogether, run into the main base, kill some workers out of here, but Blink Stalkers are here to meet and greet this one, and eventually clear it up.
There's a nice pylon in the main here.
But not before some Stalkers
later.
fall. Yeah, man, Marauder's so good.
Another Bioforce coming out, Bob, and this time Liberator range
never
is
ends.
done. Liberanger.
It just does not end, guys. I have no idea what Element's busy rambling, but we have a Colossus now just complete. Will help this force, but this force is paltry compared to that of his Terran opponent with the Liberator range spreading freedom over this third base photon over Russell.
Oh, Bob, the mines.
Matter.
Don't mind the mines, just me.
Not gonna commit to that, at least not fully. And plus there are mines in tow too. Of course, this Oracle does get out.
No, Liberators, no, what are you doing? They
really
tried to focus down the Oracle, and they paid the price for it.
They did. Now look at this beautiful position from Daishi. Will control not only the ramp here, but
Oh,
the
just
high
get
ground.
right into that main. Do it. Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff. There you go, Bob.
There he goes. Sieges the...
That's what Terran Dreams are made of.
Yeah, exactly. Sieges the main base. The ramp is going to be a little risky for DNS to try to come up on as his tech is being evaporated. Pylon's going down. Half his production is gone. This is his last engagement he can possibly hope for. His DNS. He's doing the best he can, actually. Not so bad, all things considered, but there's a big, huge force back at home for Daishi. DNS knows what's up. GG is called, and that's the game. Wow. That ties it. Wait, is that game 1? That was game 1.
That's game 1, Bob.
Yeah.
I knew you had a little bit of... You were wondering.
Like, I didn't write it down.
Then you went for it.
If I don't write it down, I just forget things. All right, so that was game number 1. That's best of 7. DNS versus Daishi. Daishi taking that one quite handily. Just a little bit of multi-pronged aggression. If you leave DNS alone, he's super dangerous. If you keep poking and prodding, he is going to crack. At least from this game. It's really hard to tell. Maybe this DNS wasn't prepared for it on that map. I mean, he clearly didn't have vision for the most part either of it happening. He saw when the armies were moving out. Nothing after that. And it's a little bit unfortunate for him, as we will head into the next game very shortly. I guess I should leave this one element. All right, I'm going to join in on you. Guys, this is Top Dogs, brought to you by O Gaming and Gauntlet SC2. I'm Bobby Austin. With me is Element. Joy to be here with you guys today as we are heading in game number 2. The map is New Gettysburg. Oh yeah, hit up the follow button below the stream, get notified when we go live. Head over to Twitter, hit up the follow button there at Gauntlet SC2. Get notified about all things Gauntlet, all things this channel. Oh yeah. Okay. Why are you blaming?
What?
Who's blaming me in chat, Element? Why are you blaming me in chat?
Well, that's just the go-to move for anything that ever goes wrong ever.
I think I have high hit points, I guess.
Low hit points.
I'd be dead already. No, I have high hit points. I could take the hit.
Every 10. Okay, so we have a 1-0 lead for Daishi here. Let's get that and jump us on into game number 2, Bobby. Boop.
Okay.
Here we go. Jump us on in. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Every day.
All day, every day.
Yeah, something like that. Anyways, we've got the sneaky probe going out. Probably just for a scout, but you can never trust a sneaky probe. I wouldn't.
No, that's why it's crouching probe, hidden pylon is what they say. There's a reason for that.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Although I think it's just out for scout. It's not going to do any sort of shenanigans.
That is what I said.
Yeah.
But
I was just confirming.
Sometimes
I was just agreeing with you, Element. I know it's rare and you don't hear it
how
often.
dare you try and challenge my statement, Bob? 100% correct. I am the one who said it.
Oh boy.
Early factor on the way here, by the way, before CC. So that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. A little bit of.
When I used to play Terran, I used to go 3CC before factory. Turns out,
not very good.
Actually, not a good idea. In fact, I think turns out it's more economic to not do that. Yeah, I think that's the case.
Well, maybe so, Element. You live and learn. Bronze League Terran all the way, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. This is true. Although I do remember my Terran beating your Zerg. That did happen.
The one time. Yeah, that did happen the one time.
Yeah.
Well, because I told you what I was going to do, and then you just defended against it. So
I think I told you how to play Zerg, so I already knew what you were going to do.
No, I literally told you what my
go
you
1-1
asked me, I
roach,
remember that day. You asked me, what do you do against Terran? That's what I was doing.
Why would I ask you what you do? Pretty sure I told you what to do.
It could have been it too. I mean, you might have taught me.
I think you had troubles with Terran, and I said, hey, just make roaches and go kill them. It works. And then you started doing it, and then it started working. Yeah.
Now
and then I made tanks and marauders is all I made. And then you tried your mass roach push, and it failed hard. Those were the days. Anyways, we've got very similar opening from the Protoss here once again. From pretty much all the games today, these French Protoss play quite alike, I must say. Probably going to open up with a Liberator, not Liberator, God, I keep saying that, Oracle, and then get Phoenix to stop this, any use of this airspace here by the Terran.
Yeah, and this map that's particularly useful. Doom drops of any sort moving around the south portion of this map are definitely something you got to be worried about. Something that's certainly prevalent, as we have a drop heading for Daishi across the map as we speak. We have a mine and a Hellion being produced out of this factory for Daishi, maybe even likely to push up the front while he's pushing in the main base with this drop. That's exactly the case.
Yeah, we talked about it being an early push here, and we're seeing that now. And Phoenix coming out first instead of Oracle, so no detection for this mine. Robo on the way, but that'll be a little bit late. He's got to focus that mine down now. Oh no, that's unfortunate.
All right, well, it's not going to get any hits.
Put in the work.
It will delay mining time.
Oh, takes a mine shot to his mothership core, and 2 Hellions in on the low ground.
Yeah, the 2 Hellions in low ground will eventually get cleaned up by these Adepts, but they will get into the main base. Actually, have they killed anything? No, nothing yet. Oh wait, well, one has killed 2. Sorry, I take it back. One does have 2 kills, Element, don't lie. But this delayed mining timing has really disrupted this opening from DNS. That mine is still in play, sacrificing 1 probe to the gods of Terran is DNS, and it will kill it until he gets detection out with that observer that just popped. Now lining up between these 2 bases, still not so bad position for DNS, all things considered. Definitely not an ideal opening. He handled it fairly well. Definitely could have ended up a lot worse.
Medevac, 12 health, my goodness. Phoenix, where are you? You had one job.
Yeah, we'll just chase it down. What's it gonna do? Nope. Decides to just patrol him.
Yeah. Guess that way you know he's not coming back in. Gonna start a third is DNS once this mineral reaches that point, and it does. Up. Not too high in workers, but up indeed. That's what they say in the olden days.
Oh, really?
Yep. Playing StarCraft, become up indeed. Then win.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So we have 43 probes to the 35 SCVs. Economic position definitely still favoring a DNS once you consider the timing of this third base yet again. I like that DNS position, focusing on the macro, focusing on the third base, playing it safe, not dying to any sort of drop shenanigans from the Terran opponents. Just utilizing his mid to late game macro power to crush his opponents, as we saw in the previous series versus Marine Lord. Now, that being said, Daishi is a different beast. While his opening does have some similarities to that of which we've seen already, it's I don't know, just from game number 1, the way he played, and he just used his APM, used his multi-pronged aggression, and tore DNS apart. That's something I'm a little bit scared for DNS here. DNS, again, sees everything. He has, well, there it goes. He did see everything.
Yeah.
with the observer over the large portion of Daishi's forces. Will pick up triple drop, heading towards DNS side of the map. Now, DNS just needs to keep deflecting these attacks that just seem non-stop, Element, like game number 1. That just seemed like he didn't stop with the attack. It was always happening. A push at the front, a Marauder drop here, mine drop there. It was always something coming out of our green Terran player.
There's a lot of bio dropping down here, yeah.
It is.
Is there enough here? How many gates do we have done?
We have a mothership core with 1 fortune overcharge available.
No pylons though, Bob.
Yeah, only one
pylon. You see a pylon up? Oh wait, there's pylons in the back spot. A little bit far away. Oh, focus down instantly.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Oh, that got him off guard.
My goodness, Stim is good.
Yeah, the rest of this Gateway Force will die as this Phoenix that pops in to try to save the day does go down to the Stim bio left uncontested. 3 medevacs
the
healing.
The workers, Bob.
On them.
Someone think about the workers.
Will somebody think about the workers? They cannot get away fast enough, Element. They're stumbling upon themselves as more Gateway Forces for DNS come in to try to defend. We do not have Resonating Glaze available for this army. There is no Blink. The upgrades are 0-0, and there's nothing available for
to give
Protoss an advantage.
The medevacs decided to start healing. This to be even better.
Yeah, look at this. The Stalkers cannot do enough DPS against the Bioforce to matter. And that's it. GG. Daishi takes game number 2 of this best of 7 versus DNS, guys. This is Top Dogs, brought to you by O Gaming and Gauntlet SC2. You can follow O Gaming on Twitter at O Gaming SC2. You can follow Gauntlet Series on Twitter at Gauntlet SC2 for all things Gauntlet. We'll be heading into game number 3 very shortly. Daishi, a 2-0 lead versus DNS. Let's take a look at chat. What is going on? You guys are betting your bobbins. Remember, bobbins are worth something at the end of the Gauntlet season. That is at the end of October. They will be worth some awesome prize for the number 1 person with the most bobbins. It'll be sick. So definitely bet wisely. And also, for every minute you watch, you gain 1 bobbin. Pretty sweet deal if I say so myself.
I too enjoy bobbins.
That you do. Also, if there's anybody who gives a Bob shout out, let me know. I gotta do a shout out. If I miss it, just let me know. Okay, got the invite for the next game. Frankish says that caught him off guard. That did catch him off guard. I mean, the Mothership Core immediately focused down. Very smart putt from Daishi. He knew what to expect. He reacted so perfectly well once he moved in his bio. And then once there's no photon overcharges to retreat to or push back or zone out that Terran force, there just wasn't enough there. Maybe with Resonating Glaze that would be different, but there's nothing at all to give that Protoss army an advantage. He had invested in his third base. He's fully up and running. He still hadn't, reaped the rewards from that yet. Upgrades and such, that was on the way. That was for later on. It was just a perfect anti-timing from Daishi, and we saw what happens when that goes down. We're in the lobby now for map number 3. The map will be King Sejong Station. Bobbins are love, bobbins are life. Yeah, bobbins will be worth something. We're just not sure what it is yet.
Definitely not nothing. Shout out to TLO.
Why did you do that? It didn't even make sense. Give props where props are due, Element. M. Canning. You even said it yesterday. I watched the stream. Every time I do the stream, you'll say, well, that's something. It's certainly not nothing. And then, so that's why I say it, and then give a shout out to him, because he made that statement. That's it. So if I use it, I'm going to properly give props. All right. Also, I guess we're talking about too, as we're waiting for this next game to load up, looks like they're just taking a little bit of a breather.
I had to take a breather after games 2.
That was game 2, Element, yes. We have
That's
2-0 lead for Daishi. Okay, so I was talking about before the new changes that Blizzard has been implementing. A lot of new added features to StarCraft 2, which have been long sought after. I did go through the list for patch 3.7 that people are saying it should happen around drop October 18th, is what the Team Liquid post says. So let's hope so. That's not too far from now, guys. I mean, just a couple weeks from now. Exciting. What an exciting time to be alive, guys. The StarCraft 2 fans, man, never been a better time. Legacy of the Void, best version of StarCraft 2. Despite what, certain streamers will say, they'll remain nameless. I just agree with that. I mean, we're looking at the games, the quality of games that we're seeing right now. It's so much more fun to play than ever before. The units are cool. The tournaments are awesome. The players are the best they've ever been. We're living in the golden age of the quality of the game. Now, as esports has grown, there's room for StarCraft to grow again, to become bigger again. And I think regular big updates like this from Blizzard, this is a step in the right direction. Next thing they need, though, Element, if you're still there, I can't tell, if they are to continue their growth and engagement, free multiplayer. That's just what they need. They need to free up multiplayer. I think somebody posted this on Reddit. I saw a title about it. I think it could be delusional, but just today, I think that's like the only thing left, man. That's what they need to do, and then it just open to the masses. All that being said, though, what they've been adding in this new, model with skins and all the DLC, added co-op heroes, new maps.
Oh boy, Triple Helix is in chat. Oh yeah,
Triple Helix in chat, participant of last week's Gauntlet amateur hour event. Put on one heck of a performance there, that's for sure. Very fun to cast those ones. So yeah, a lot of stuff happening in StarCraft. I'm really happy for it. They're getting there. Maybe that's something they'll announce at BlizzCon. That's my goal. It's like, what have they left to announce? I think somebody brought this up. They said it to Nathanius, on Twitter. What if they announce all this and this is coming out in a couple weeks? What's left for a few weeks after that for BlizzCon for StarCraft?
Well, I think you were talking about it last week. I'm just making this up because that's what I do.
Okay.
You were saying this is all correlating into a game that could easily become free-to-play-ish. That would be nice. That'd be pretty sweet.
It would be. I just think that's the only big thing they could do, except for I'll announcing
when you
more
look at
DLC.
it too, it has to have reached the point where if you open it up to everybody, you'd probably make more off of these small microtransactions at this point than you would from the trickle of people who are every week would buy it at this point. Because most of the people who are super hardcore, I think, who really love the game, have probably bought it by now.
Oh yeah.
Probably in the 90% or something like that. But the amount of people that would probably play it, and if they get hooked, would like to throw some cash down on some of these microtransactions is probably quite large. Anyways, Bob, we're going to jump into game number 3 here. Let's get that score up really quick. 2-0 lead for Daishi, as it were. Jumping us on in.
All right, so we're in now, guys. I guess. Element again faded out. We're in, and then he's gone.
I'm here.
Okay,
guess I'm not nothing.
It's like you're just blurring things now. You don't even know what's leaving your face at this point.
I'm definitely not in. It's pretty. I think that makes sense. You were the one.
Oh, that's what you said. I actually didn't hear you say that.
Well,
and that's my bad.
That is your bad.
Or maybe it's your bad for not speaking into your microphone.
Most certainly am.
All right, I'll take it away.
Two more things than one, Bob. I will take it away. In the bottom right corner, Bob, we have the Protoss player currently down 2-0. Can he make a comeback? Can he do it? Can he Protoss his way back into this? It is DNS! In top left corner, Stacy. Just let that engineering bay finish. Probably should have let it finish. Now it can count till the last second. I don't think he had that unit selected. And if he did, it was so close that he's playing with fire anyways. But does kill the worker. Does DNS. So gonna have that thing in his base for a while. And eventually be able to destroy it. And Dacia will get 75% of them. That capital investment back.
Yeah, just adepts do so slow damage to an engineering or to
buildings. Kind of sad, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, at certain points, what,
600 and some health, and it's only down to 400 and some.
Well, 850, but yeah.
Well, yeah, that's max. I mean, I think it stopped its production run.
I mean, you can see by the bar, it's right near the end, Bob. Check the bar. It would have been near 800.
All right. Well, still going to take some time before it does disappear. He will salvage that fairly shortly.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got Robo coming up, Bob. Another gateway on the way as well. Stargate already done. I believe the Oracle's out. There it is. Has popped. Engineering bay on the other side, so perhaps missile turrets start up soon. Though it has a fair amount of Marines in one base and a Cyclone in the other, so he should be safe no matter what.
All right, cookie cutter build coming out of DNS, something we've seen from him time and time again. He just feels confident with doing that. For Daisy, though, he's actually changed it up a little bit. With
the health's gone.
Yeah, Cyclone opening, chasing away this Oracle. We have a Raven being made for Daisy.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I saw that.
Yeah, so he's switching things up a little bit. I wonder how far he'll go with this.
I think this map is nice to have just because the front is easy to attack with Blink Stalkers, and you got the backside as well. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's... I mean, if he pops out another one, then you know something crazy is going on. Though already, Cyclones and Ravens, we've seen this happen once or twice before, Bob.
Yeah, shout out to Healer.
Yeah, Healer the boss. Although he stopped doing it. I don't know why, it was such a crazy
He modified it, he still does a remnant of it, but he doesn't commit to it.
Well, he doesn't, yeah, he doesn't go full Healer.
No.
Like he had in the past. Anyways, third Nexus is halfway done, Bob. So, like in previous games, we're going to see that's on location. So even though the command center is starting up here for the Terran, at the same time, basically, let the float over there and then become its useful self. In whatever case. Probably going to turn it into an orbital. I think don't really need to have the planetary at this point in the game.
Due to the build change up from Daishi, I like the idea of the Raven. This actually keeps his base a little bit safer, as you did say, from potential push, such as from Stalkers, to enable him to get this command center this early, compared to the previous games. I mean, the third base is now just about to pop here for DNS, but in the previous games, he didn't even have his third CC done yet by the time this happened, so it's not so bad at all.
Yeah, so Daishi's third finishing up at the same time. I think any oracles that fly in too will just instantly die, which is nice. He said oracles over his army quite a few times, has Daishi, but you know, in the long run, what he was doing was working. So let's see if this little bit of change up still gets the same results.
That's a good point, Element. He's switching things up despite having success in the first two games of this best of 7 series.
I mean, it's not a massive switch up. We see the racks coming in about the same time, both the upgrades finishing, +1 attack, and all that stuff. So we'll see if the Raven gets anything done. I suppose is the best way to put it. And if it doesn't, does he make it in the next game?
The difference too between this, it didn't allow Daishi to do any sort of medevac,
by Oracle,
which he did.
You are a dead man.
Oh, that's Oracle's.
You are into the fog. Poor guy. Okay, so big Bioforce coming out here. 57 armor supply versus 38. And some of that's in sentries. Sentries are good. But, in fact, what is... Oh, yeah. Nice. Got that observer with that Raven. That's interesting stuff. So the Raven gets 1 Seeker missile. Yes? With the energy change? Can it do 2?
The Seeker missile? It's 125. No, you can definitely do 1.
Probably would just drop turrets, actually, if anything. They're so strong nowadays. And they tank some damage.
You don't see Seeker missiles too much, Element.
No, not anymore.
If anything, this is just for point defense drone. I can't imagine a cannon going down either. Unless it's just doing it for harass, but definitely not in this situation. You want to throw down that point defense drone as soon as,
oh, no.
as you can.
Poor little guy.
This is a pretty scary Protoss force with Resident Glaze complete. He will shade on top of the Bioforce as Daishi's taking his engagement, and his Stim Bio is pretty good, but I mean, there's nothing to tank these.
Is it good?
Stim Bio is pretty good, but it's not like this, not against this many Adepts. Especially with Resident Glaze in tow. We do have another force here for Daishi, but he's going to pull back. If he had Marauders in that force, different story.
Routers.
I think, in fact, he might even crush DNS's forces, but
or just some mines, you know.
Not the case.
Right when that finished up, boom, bam, mine to the face. But you know, that being said, has lots of supply back at home, and it's getting his third saturated up, so not a terrible position either way. Mines were in his third, something you missed. Did lose 14 workers this game, so probably the majority of it have it with those mines.
Oh wow, how do we miss that?
Yeah,
I totally missed it. I'm trying to find this stat here. Yeah, so in that engagement, he attacked with only Marines. I just find that questionable. He's still in a pretty good position because of the mine drop, but it's just they do 24 damage, plus 24 versus light. Do these Adepts plus Resident Glaze in tow? Nothing like you need Marauders. You cannot attack with just Marines, and that's definitely. Could have won the game right there if he had them, but doesn't matter. He coming with the secondary force, and we'll see the result of Marauders joining in the fray with Mines 2 elements. So best of both worlds this time. Interesting. He's trying to go through the back, maybe do a little elevator play.
Well, you go back here, use some buildings like this, you get them for free basically. A couple freebies.
Zero ways to contest that, unless you try to surround the army. But in that case, he'll just
we have a War Prism. It looks like going into the main of the Terran player. A couple force fields cutting this in half. Fairly large, actually, and Adepts going ham. Wow, that was a big loss.
That was a big loss indeed. Very good force fields coming out of DNS.
Oh, right over the mines here. Don't complete this. Oh my god, that's 3 months. Okay, gets
nice
just out of range and the pickup at the same time. In fact, this crushing might be the GG moment, Bob. I don't know if he's even going to go for the warp-in.
GG moment? What in the world are you talking about? Supplies are still pretty good for...
Supplies are pretty even, Bob. Calm down.
I mean, he has a whole army streaming across the map. I really don't know what Element's talking about. And a lot of mines here preventing any further pickoffs from DNS. I definitely like this position from Daishi. Still a supply lead, though, being enjoyed after that engagement from DNS, so it was very strong and still hasn't done anything with that War Prism. Again, imagine just a few Adepts in the main base. Could be shrekking Daishi's economy, but yet not to be. At least not yet.
Yeah.
Expect
looks
the
like that fight went
something.
Went much better than it actually did, because like you said, supplies are fairly even. Interestingly enough. To me, it looked like the bio was just getting Shrek there.
I mean, it did, but it's not like it didn't. It didn't take out some of the Protoss army with it.
Yeah, I guess.
And he was building
the warp-ins happening at the same time. Something you don't really pay much attention to during, but that's why the supply looked to stay even at the point of engagement.
All right, now
War Prism still lingering on the left side.
It is still further lingering, and also too, we have a Colossus about to pop here for DNS. And that will definitely strengthen the, increase the power of his forces here. Does he have extended thermal lance? No, he's just researching that now. He has DNS, so he'll have to just use it defensively. You don't want to be attacking with.
Oh god, he's going in. Bob is doing it.
Oh wow, he is going to try to surround this army again. Daishi caught a little bit off guard. The Stalkers will blink in, focus down one of these medevacs, immediately forcing the rest of this Bioforce to retreat for what it's worth. Sacrifice for the greater good, I guess. But I don't know what end. That's a lot of army being shaved off right here for Daishi. Something he's trying to... Looks like he was almost trying to secure a fourth base. Is he going to fly over a CC at this point? I think he may as well wait to do that.
This Warp Prism all day.
I know.
Could have went into this main. Imagine if he's like has a 1 sentry and force fields off the ramp. Does the damage in the main. All
right, so that attack, that was pretty good. DNS is probably feeling really good about his position right now. His supply still largely even with a slight lead in favor of our Protoss player. So he will push out before extended thermal lance has complete with his 1 Colossus, which we did see him do before. What was that, game number 2?
These workers, Bob. Okay, he tried to get them. I know he wanted them. I wanted them to.
Oh, nice force field going down again. Well, the Colossus immediately gets focused down.
Big gets absolutely struck. We do have the warp in now happening in the main finally. Large one too.
Yeah, and that
but the workers were just transferred. Those workers going to the 4th were the workers from the main. So that's unfortunate.
Well, he'll still get to camp on some of this production, forcing... But again, I like this.
Yeah, that's nice.
Daishi not standing and fighting. Like, okay, well, I got these guys popping up. I'm just going to run back to my natural base, consolidate my forces there.
This is going...
Can't kill buildings fast enough.
It looks like it's going well for the Protoss, but I don't think he can commit further. Though he might be able to focus down this CC. In fact, I think he's got it. I don't think there's anything to save it here.
Yeah, even these SCVs are going to get murder killed by DNS's forces running right into the shots of these Stalkers and Adepts. Down goes the CC, so it's down another CC.
Oh, Doom drop incoming, Bob. Here we go.
Oh boy.
This is what I'm talking about.
Changing things
when
up.
you're going Terran, you better Terran it all the way.
Oh wow, these stalkers are pretty close, but they're not gonna know.
Poor sentries.
Oh, nice.
I'll tickle you from below.
Never mind, scouting sentries do see everything. But will he drop?
Head.
Oh, he's just gonna. Oh, you see. Oh, it's too much. Too juicy there. He has to take out the big head, and will make the engagement here. Was that good bait though? Considering this force from DNS is still pretty powerful and good position
pick up.
from him.
There's too many stalkers. Oh lord.
Oh, he warps in from behind too. Will pick up.
One.
Will blink.
Two.
Oh no.
Didn't fall. There it goes,
there
Bob. You called it too soon, but then it happened anyways.
Oh.
It is what it is. Another big head sacrificing himself
for the greater good. That's
two Colossus
going down for nothing.
Oh boy, that was pretty funny.
All the big heads getting bopped.
Yeah, bopping, boping, bope.
Now that's I'll call this the
Get
one
boped, son.
Holy cow element. Anyway, that's the one advantage I've given to Daishi so far. Resetting the Colossus count multiple times already. Otherwise, his army would just get creamed. He does have ghosts in his composition. Let's keep that in mind. Yeah. So his army is deceptively small. The ghosts, the utility of them is extraordinary.
Basically, Chad Jones here.
Basically.
Colossus donating.
Colossus donating, Monolith Ridge. All his names. I just
you have the whole thing?
I don't have it all, and some of them are too crude for me to say.
Oh, come on.
Forever. But
there's not even that many crude ones in there.
I know, there's a couple of them, but there's
they're half crude.
I'll find it after this game or something. I'll try to find these.
If you don't say it, somebody else will.
Yeah.
Anyways, got +3 attack coming on here for the Terran player. Already finished up for the Protoss. Armor just starting up now, perhaps. Got the critical boost on that bad boy. Might want to get that out. What do we got to counter these Colossus though? Ghosts are nice, but I don't think they're the counter the Colossus, Bob. Couple Vikings out, 4 in total. Switching over to Liberators now, especially with the double pump. Might be interesting.
I do find this interesting. I guess he decided.
Oh, the ghost. Oh, nice EMP.
Yep, pretty decent. He only got a few of these stalkers though. It'd be much better to get on these Archons though. He does have more EMPs available to him. He has about, what, 4 Vikings on the field? As he did say, he's producing more Liberators. Since he did reset the Colossus count various times, I actually don't mind that choice.
Protoss doesn't seem to know about this fourth, of Terran. I think if he did, he might send some Adepts over there and clean house, but not yet. Is there an observer here of the Protoss army? Doesn't.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Nope. So these ghosts, if they cloak or eyes, if they have cloak.
Disruptors.
They don't. Oh god, channeling his inner Neeb.
Or inner M-Canning. But we'll see here as this engagement is underway. But
oh my god, the storm! Not the storms. The EMP has gone over everything.
Tons of EMP is going down. Eliminating a lot of this bioforce. Only a lot of stalkers left. There's one Colossus putting a lot of work, but it will go down. Nice focus fire from
mines from the backside, Bob. The backside mines.
Mines
get taken out.
Oh, okay. Well, one does get hit. It actually cleans up the rest of that.
I don't know. The damage is done, Bob.
I cannot believe
quite a big
element.
supply.
But I can believe it because the power of EMP, guys. That's why you need to use it Terrans all over the place. It's so underutilized. Like, man, Terrans complain about Storm. You got EMP. And yeah, you saw that there. Another EMP goes down. Oh, we got some
Ball of Doom though.
Oh, not bad at all. We got the what do you call Purification Nova coming
catch that. Went the wrong way. Feels bad. I wanted to see him fall into the depths.
And that one Purification Nova really enabled him to not die. The push
I
is
like
still
being
happening.
able not to die.
We could look at the mini map. Still some more army being spread across to Daishi's forces.
Trying to take his own 4th is DNS. In fact, let's look at the 5th. Minerals. Natural and main almost mined out. 3rd only has 4 patches. Let's check the income here. Just see what's going on. Okay, still fairly high, but if he doesn't get this 4th up, that could be a big problem. 5th. Damn it, Bob. Come on.
Well, we got that one adept in the mineral line of the 4th base of Daishi.
There it is. That's the adept I was talking about.
Yeah, 7 kills on that. Not bad at all. And at the very least,
Doom drop into the main, Bob. Here we go. I don't know if you call 4 medevacs a Doom drop, but okay, Bob.
Well, it's a quadruple drop. And Disruptor does pop out and immediately gets focused down by Daishi's forces. Daishi will unpower a lot of these gateways.
Oh, wow.
Too.
Artosis.
Oh, yeah, Artosis. Indeed, the Cybernetic core is actually no, it's going down.
Oh, nice! Gonna get the Templar archives.
All the tech is being killed here.
If he gets the Cybernetic core, the tech is just so far put back at that point.
Oh, he stopped.
Didn't get it
down though. No,
would have been insane.
Yeah, took out the Templar archives and a robotics facility.
I'd
not
have
bad.
GG'd even.
We'll drop into the third base here, pick apart some of these workers, some warpanes coming in for DNS trying to defend, but they
Taking
get
a little bit too much damage
immediately.
now, I feel, Bob.
Yeah, these warpanes are just so inefficient when you're
Oh,
warping
and
them
coming
one
in
at a time.
from the main too, into the new base at the 4th there.
Yeah.
Getting the bile, gonna focus down the Nexi.
Yeah, could
And this
kill
will
these
cripple the
workers.
economy.
This will cripple the economy for the Protoss player. His
Oh,
other
and to the other
base.
side as well.
Yep.
Marauders are strong, Bob.
Again,
Protoss
it's
has to go for it now.
It's all about that multi-pronged attacks here coming out of Daishi as he's looking to try to close out this game. This is really
focus.
the only force for DNS trying to engage and save this 5th base. The 5th base will live Element and is not focused down.
Surprising.
Forces come in just a nick of time, but he did lose one base. A lot of tech as well in the main base. Still under assault. More gateway is being powered down. This drop is still left uncontested. I love this. Just pylon hunted is Daishi as DNS just cannot
Motion, of course.
muster a force to
Please.
deal with this.
No, pylons, they trusted you.
Oh. Yeah, the motion force
Now
literally.
it comes into play. Don't worry, I
Wait.
got your back, guys.
I can do things. Yeah, no pylons left to over-wrestle DNS. It's just a dark time in the main base of DNS. Everything's powered down. It's like an abandoned
Look at the one.
blockbuster.
Oh, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it, Bob. Mother. No. Medevac, pick him up. Let him finish the job. Poor Marine. Never gets to become what we truly want it to be. Anyways, I got a push going towards the 4th mining base of Daishi.
And he needs that base too, but that's one of 2 mining bases. He can retreat his workers. They won't die. Actually, even the orbital command's not going to die since there's not enough really to shoot up and punish that. As the main force of Daishi is going to try to come in, immediately kill one of the disruptors. Oh, nice!
Oh,
Disruptor
stim it
hit.
on it, Bob.
That's
GG. Daishi
Wow.
takes a 3-0 lead. Oh boy.
I thought that one
Wow.
was in the books.
And you called
for
GG
DNS.
early after, Bob, when he lost his army there. My goodness, just gonna mute you now to make sure you don't get any comeback potential there. Just whoopsies. Oh, Bob, what's that, Bob?
You weren't looking at the supplies.
I'm just kidding. I'll put you
or the
back
mini
in.
map.
Yeah, I know. I was misled.
Oh, you're
Misled was
right.
I. By that.
We're going straight into the next game, guys. This is match point. This is a best of 7 Daishi versus DNS in Top Dogs, brought to you by O Gaming and Gauntlet SC2. You can follow O Gaming on Twitter at O Gaming SC2. You can follow the Gauntlet series on Twitter at Gauntlet SC2. Get notified of all things Gauntlet, all things in this channel. Hit the follow button right here on Twitch TV. Get notified when we go live, which is often. We're live for every day the rest of this week. As far as the weekdays are concerned, and then next week we're back again, a whole bunch of days, minimum 4 days next week with a whole bunch of different series. Tomorrow we have the $50 Gauntlet qualifier. Anybody can try their hand in the Gauntlet. There is, I said, $50. If first and second place are actually in the money. The first place gets qualified for Friday's Gauntlet $100 event. That's event number 2 for this season 2. The top 3 players in those $100 events qualify for the 16-player $1,000 Gauntlet Season 2 finals at the end of the season, which is at the end of October. Pretty stoked for that, guys. A lot happening here in the Gauntlet. Thank you guys so much for tuning in as we are heading into game number 4 as we speak. The map is one of my favorites as far as watching is concerned. Even playing it's pretty fun. Dasan Station. And here we go. I'm Bobby, awesome with these Element. A joy to be with you guys today. If you do enjoy what we do, consider hitting up that sub button or even the donation button down below. It supports us and supports the stream and allows us to continue doing what we're doing. So, but thank you guys just for tuning in alone is support, and chatting it up in chat is pretty awesome too. We're gonna take a quick.
We got Troll Gube in chat, Bob.
Oh, Troll
I haven't
Gube.
seen him today, but perhaps I missed him. But he's there now. I see him. I think I don't see you, Gube.
Xeno Weapon, Chrono Boy. We got the whole crew going on. Just Jordan, of course. EMP is so good. He says more T should do it. That's what I said. I completely agree. It's so good, man. Against Protoss, it's a must-build unit. I get it if you don't build against Zerg, but no excuses for against Protoss. No excuses.
Bob, we're gonna show these guys game number 4, but I think we'll just go play some Archon instead.
All right.
Let's do it. That'd be rude. It's rude of you, Bob, to even suggest. Into game number 4. Let's do it, Bob.
All right.
Lived your whole life for this moment.
I have.
Some Bobbins wait a lifetime.
Some Bob's wait a lifetime. My lifetime is now.
Yeah, okay.
We just need
Okay, Bob. In the bottom right corner, it is the Protoss player taking a fast Nexi. Gonna probably try and get ahead economically. outplay the Terran that way. It is DNS. Top one corner, Daisy. Getting that early second racks down.
You give him no respect.
He earned all the respect, and he shows it in his games. He doesn't need me to layer it on.
Oh, that's right. He's
Take it on like you would.
He's already bolstered so much. You're trying to give some energies into the past for DNS.
Yeah, throwing that energy DNS's way.
Well, DNS really showed some good games against Marine Lord earlier on, man. I mean, he could do it.
Yeah.
It's just all about those drops, though.
This is a weird map, though, as most people would say. We've got the factory finishing up here quite early once again. We're probably going to see that mine play that we saw in the last one, perhaps.
Perhaps so, Element. Perhaps so. As is potentially
indeed
the last game, we have Daishi up 3-0 in this best of 7. A lot of money on the line. $678 for first place. Second place gets $339. Third and fourth, obviously, are sitting comfortable at $170. It's all American funds there. Those are converted from euro. I don't know what the euro amounts are, but it's still ridiculous. That's a lot of bones, a lot on the line here. That's a big difference. It's like a $300 some dollar difference between first and second place prize. It's crazy.
Yeah. No pylons in the back here, and I think this is probably going to be an area where if an attack does happen... Oh, wow, he's going to try and float his factory to the low ground? He decides better, though. Might as well just do it the regular way instead of walking it around. Oh, wait, no, he already did. Bob, you're wrong. The mine's already halfway there.
Wow.
Come on, Bob. Get on the ball. Dear Lord.
Actually, this is kind of embarrassing, too. It's going to walk right into them and run. Will DNS... Oh, this will be embarrassing if this works.
The Ursidon?
Oh, no, he does see it, though. He will pull away just in the nick of time, but at the very least, it will delay some of the mining.
Robo just now finishing up, so this will be delayed for some time. Oh. Oh, nice. I think he just walks over to these probes here. In fact, we're going to attack at the front. Oh, it went off on stuff. One probe, I think it got, right, Bob? Did you see that? Yeah, it did.
It got one probe, yes.
And I think Observer's coming out. Yeah, quite far along, in fact.
The Observers are about to pop here for DNS. He will start to be able to mine from his natural base yet again. Very cute play coming out of Daichi.
6 seconds on the shot, though. Bob will be in time.
On a very unconventional map.
Pull the workers back in.
Oh, it's going to get one more worker for sure. Boom.
Oh.
Bad. Oh, well. That did what it needed to do. Delaying mine time alone was completely worth it here for Daichi. He did push, as Element did show, with a drop at the front, but it got deflected fairly easily from a DNS. If anything, it was just meant to be as a distraction as he is starting to power up with another drop here as Daishi is moving across the map. Very short distance by air, well, even by land in this case. Definitely opens up for these sort of shenanigans, which Daichi definitely seems to excel in.
We have a little supply block here going on for DNS. Yes, there it goes, though. Gonna focus down that Mama Core. Oh,
well, Mothership Core gets away just in time. We'll start to focus down some of this gateway forces. Actually, pretty good micro coming out of DNS, not losing any of his gateway units so far. Microing back the injured adepts.
Good micro for Daichi on the same side, though. We got a micro battle going on here, picking up all these Mariners.
Yep, indeed, and will eventually chase out the low health DNS Protoss units, picking apart a couple probes for his troubles.
Oh, in the back, under attack.
Yeah, in the meantime, we got another drop moving towards the south base here, as Element has pointed out. This Mothership Core getting pretty low in health, but nothing really left to speak of here for Daichi, as
Oracle going around the right-hand side of the map, Bob. Should be able to come in from behind the mineral line. Nothing there, actually, in the back. That could do some damage.
That's true. That could definitely do a lot of damage. Daichi has committed a lot to his defense on both ramps. Now, it's also something to consider. That drop got a lot of, there's a lot of utility in that drop. It did a lot of work, all things considered. Nothing critical, but very annoying to the situation of DNS, forcing a lot of his units pretty low in health.
Work on the low ground,
killing a few workers. Oh, denying this potential gold base, killing this forward pylon. Not bad at all with this follow-up drop of Daichi.
Oh, the Oracle's in play, but he's not charging. There we go.
Okay,
hits the CC once. That was weird. Guess he clicked as fast as he could. Gets a revelation, jumps on out.
Papa Cyclone comes in just in the nick of time to chase away that Oracle, and he will camp there for the time being. Mr. going up
put in the work
Daichi.
On the low ground. What happened to that other dropship? Did it finally die or completely? Did it just pull back
I went back home. Pretty sure it went back home.
Okay. That had 2 Marines in it still, but perhaps he let them all die. So there's a pylon going down on the left side here, right outside the gold. Think he's gonna commit to an attack soon, or? I mean, his okay, he's gonna put the gold base up.
He's throwing them provision. That's what he's doing right now.
Yeah, I guess so. It's fairly close.
Like, you see how many he has out in the map right now? Even he has observers overlapping with his pylons. He just doesn't want to get caught off guard on this very vulnerable west side of the map here. Very smart play from DNS just to cover his bases in that respect.
Tempest coming out.
That's
2 already done. 4 gonna be done soon. That'll be interesting.
Well, this map is very good for Tempest because of the awkward.
Well, remember we saw Mana play on it with Tempest.
He was very effective for a moment.
Apart from one play where he got stimmed under. So just basically don't get stimmed under.
Yeah, and then you should be fine. We got another drop here in the natural base of DNS. Picking apart a lot of these workers. Oh, I love it. Focus down a lot of these probes immediately is Daishi. So
20 lost over this game. Loses also a Tempest in the middle of the map while that was happening.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention to these Tempests. Tempests are not cheap, guys. Take a while to build, kind of slow, and they are super expensive. He is starting to get that Tempest number 2 a critical amount. This is a 2-base Tempest play. A 3rd base just now popping up with the gold about to finish here. I like this. Using this drop to clear out some of these pylons that DNS has put around the map. That is one risk of doing that. But at the very least, you do spot the drops, delay them. So it's considering that is his weakness, is dealing with these multi-pronged aggressions. And if you could get something such as these pylons to spot them earlier on, he'll be in a better position because of it. But a supply lead, significant one at that, being enjoyed here by Daishi. These Tempests, their DPS is so low, they can pick apart these buildings, folks, from afar. But why? We have four guys. There's 4 Vikings at a time being produced for Daishi, and soon enough he'll have a healthy number to deal with these low DPS capital air units from DNS.
They already might be going for it, Bob. It looks like. I mean, the thing is, once you get close enough to attack, you can't stop with the Tempest to fight back, or else the bio gets under you. So looks like he's gonna wisely go on home.
All right, let's look at that production tab element. There's not a whole lot being produced from either player, just transitioning to this air composition. It's interesting just seeing both players go air so fast, one in response, one as their build choice. It's I like this, just sending the
wow, stim it in, Bob. Yeah, right on top of the army.
Oh, the mines need to burrow. Actually, a lot of these mines have gone down. One was left. Nick gets taken out immediately before it burrows too. That would have just pushed that much more, but it doesn't matter.
G 4-0 for Daishi. Takes the whole thing, all of the thing. He is the winner. Top Dogs champion, season 6.
Yeah, Daishi is your top dog, guys. Top Dog is brought to you by O Gaming and Gauntlet SC2. Big shout out to O Gaming for doing so much in the StarCraft 2 community and esports in general. They are definitely a beacon of awesomeness coming out of France there. And the events they put on, and they have for years, the quality of production, the quality of events, the players they get, prize pools they put on, they do a great service, and we'll give a big shout out to them for allowing us to be a part of it here, casting the English stream, and it's definitely been a heck of a blast. I just want to talk briefly about that last game. Tempests, I mean, that's just a beautiful response from Daishi. It's like, oh, you got Tempests? Oh, I'll just keep building bio and some Vikings just in case, right? Just to help zone out your Tempest. But you could sit under those Tempests with your bio for an extended period of time without worrying about losing your army. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of supply invested in those Tempests that could have been more adepts with Resident Enclaves. There were no upgrades for the Protoss units, no Resident Enclaves, nothing. And so it just fell to the power of Stim Bio. And that means, as we did say, Daishi wins the series 4-0 versus DNS. As today we had DNS take out Marine Lord, and Daishi defeated Petit Drogo. That was 3-1 and 3-0 respectively, with a 4-0 win for Daishi against DNS in the finals. Guys, I'm Bobby Awesome. With me is Element. You can follow us on Twitter at Gauntlet SC2. You can follow the series there, all things Gauntlet. We are live tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central Time. Pretty much for the rest of the week, all at 12 p.m. Central Time, same as today, at 12 p.m. CDT. Right here on the Gauntlet channel, hit up that follow button, get notified when we go live, as we have a lot of StarCraft events ahead of us. Tomorrow is the $50 Gauntlet Open Qualifier. Anybody can try their hand in the Gauntlet. The winner obviously not only gets money, but also gets a spot for Friday's $100 4-player Gauntlet Season 2, Number 2 event. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. An Element. Let's give a big shout out to the subs and people who donated today.
Oh, let's do that. It's a good idea.
You look up that list as I just read some of
right
chat
now
a little bit, because we had a lot of people sub, resub, and donate today. I want to give a big shout out to those guys yet again. It means a lot to us. So if you guys do enjoy what we do, and you guys like to support us, consider hitting up that sub button or even the donation button down below. It allows us to continue doing what we're doing, and we love what we're doing. We hope you guys do too. All right, Element.
So we had the two people who subbed, 2 viewers who subbed whilst we weren't actually live. I guess they did it over the weekend. That was Cyan, SC2, and Fortress. And then at the start of the day, we had
Fortress sub today.
Wait, yes. Fortress today. Sorry, got that wrong. BP Roberts and Cyan SC2. Fortress was at the start of today. Then Eric, I think it was Eric D, man. Let's try to get that up. There we go. It's loaded now. Eric or Demen. Eric or D.
This is Eric. He said Eric's is fine.
That's true. Then it was Pew 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 Pew. That's how I'm gonna take it.
I love it.
And then it was Wumbo time with that last sub there of the day. And a lot of those from that one Twitch Prime sub that you guys get. And really appreciate that you're using that here. It's fantastic stuff. Then we had a line of donations. Actually, we had a resub too, didn't we? I should get that. Didn't show up there in the list, but I think Papa Mitch, right? Hold on, let me just get to this really quickly, Bob.
All right, as he figures out, I want to give a quick shout out to somebody I always shout out to from the other day. Of course, spent a lot of money on, or not a lot of money, a lot of bobbins on it. It's Philip Paget. I owe you a shout out. So Philip Paget is tuning into a stream. I don't know a whole lot about Philip Paget, but I see him in chat today. So hopefully you're still tuned in, and gotta give a proper shout out. Anybody who watches the Gauntlet stream is an absolute boss. So that means you guys are a boss. Philip Paget, ultra boss. He gets a shout out because he spent his highly valued bobbins on getting this shout out, and that means a lot to me, Philip Paget, and plus sick name. All right, there's my shout out, Element.
Okay, so yeah, we had the resub also from Papa Mitch earlier in the day. I'm trying to see if there was another one here, but I can't see it. So I think that was the one resub, I believe. Scrolling down, scrolling on down. Scrolling, a little bit more scrolling. Yeah, that was it. Okay, now the donations though. There were some nice donations today. We had, to start the day off, Lib75 hit us with that $10 donation. Not sure about the shout out for 1K bobbins, but he'll spend some of that hard-earned cash on it. And then we had Papa Mitch with the October funding, 20 sheet there. Then, right after, Words of Our Thoughts Never Go to Heaven hit us with a 30 sheet, 50 in total in that little small gap. That was some sweet donating, Papa Mitch. Then Lib75 with a 5 sheet, Bobbin saved. Papa Mitch at the same time. In fact, how close were they? Well, it goes by minutes and it was the exact same minute. So, I think that's when I said we needed 5 more to finish off the bobbin. So they finished you off, Bob.
Save the Bobbin, Maximus Bobbin Foundation, yeah.
Yeah. And the more words, the less the meaning. And that was the last one there. Anyways, huge shout out to you guys. Keeps us doing what we do. And we'll be back tomorrow, like Bob said, with that qualifier.
That's right, indeed. Thank you guys so much. It definitely means a lot to us. Tomorrow, 12 p.m. Central Time. Tune in right here. Twitch.tv/GauntletSC2. Until next time.
Later.